opening up this case now.
Sup, babe?
Ah, yes, playing the good music as soon as I get in here. Yes! That's how I know that I can't leave yet. We're playing freaking Genshin's theme.
Oh, they're playing Professor's theme?
Yeah. It's still playing.
Oh my god.
Oh.
My bad, I didn't mean to moan that loud.
Can I present?
Show him the gun. Shoot him. It's like something.
I'm looking at all my evidence again. What if I present the dismissal notice? What do you say?
Oh yeah, Cosmo, when you make it, there's a little place for professors.
Alright.
So you don't want to kiss me, Kira Cosmo?
Okay. The notice? Yeah, I picked up the whole board and I'm just...
It's like an Animal Crossing. You have this giant thing you put in your pocket.
Oh, okay. The autopsy report.
Here you go.
This came up in the trial, didn't it? As something a little, dubious, I mean. The fact that no time of death was recorded on Inspector Gregson's autopsy report. I was
sus.
It has to be the autopsy report. They kept talking about there was nothing on it.
Yeah. Conveniently no time of death written on it, like, okay. Yes. There were some unexpected turns in the courtroom earlier. Oh, you're telling me. You are telling me! The suggestion you came up with certainly took everyone by surprise. My bad, I have a little cold. What if Cosmo when I got sick? What if he had, like, tuberculosis?
No.
No. The idea that the victim died the previous day at some other location is quite something.
Well, considering when the pocket watch had stopped and the scorch marks on the candle, it's certainly a distinct possibility. The evidence and the scene both point to it.
Oh! To be honest, it bothered me too. So I paid a visit to the autopsy room earlier.
Oh?
The coroner responsible wasn't there, but I got a name. It's Dr. Gory.
Gory?
Gorey?
If it wouldn't trouble you, Kazuma-sama.
Oh, it would.
We'd very much like to speak with the coroner, too.
You know, if it's Sir Edgeworth, he'd be like, oh, what makes you think you can speak to the coroner? Of course, the last thing I want is for anything to be brushed under the carpet.
Well, thank you for cooperating.
God, Casimir, so how will you cooperate with me? Scotland Yard's autopsy laboratory is behind Lowgate Cemetery. So you went to the...
By Barclay Prison, you mean?
Did that make him feel some kind of way?
Yeah, he's like, oh, he was about to mention, he's like, the one over there, right? He didn't want to say it. Aww.
The one where your father's body's buried, like, at this very moment? Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, you stopped saying it. That was kind of interesting.
Ah, you know it, do you? The prison where my father was incarcerated and robbed of his life. I'm still upset over that?
Kazuma-sama.
Well, thank you. I'll pay a visit to the laboratory later today. And that's it. That was what I had.
There you go.
Oh.
What's wrong, Cosmo? Ryunosuke. I want to thank you. Ow.
What for?
For this.
Oh.
Asuma.
Nocturne.
Yeah. Bringing back a classic. He safeguarded the soul of the Asogi clan.
Well, it is a famous sword that's been in your family for generations. My only slight regret is that I never got the chance to draw it before I returned it to you.
You know, Sky. Kadama is said to have been forged by a master swordsmith during the Sengoku Warring States period.
There it is.
Wow.
Wow.
I come from a long lineage of warriors, many of whom were expert swordsmen. I can tell, baby.
Well then, you're a chip off the old block, I'd say. Oh.
This blade, Kaduma, is the symbol of the Asogi clan's honor and might. Apparently, one of my father's apprentices even took the blade's name for a surname.
Oh.
It's just that
Really?
cool.
Karuma. It does sound formidable. That's for sure.
16 years ago, when my father was a visiting student here in London, he had the sword forever at his side.
That's just like, it makes me feel some kind of way. Cause like, he got the sword back, but his dad had it.
There you go.
Aww. Aww.
Yeah. Which is why it means so much to me that I have it by my side now, too.
Aww. Aww.
And that is all thanks to you. Kazuma just being all sweet on us all of a sudden, like...
Oh, it was an honor. Oh, he smiled. And we're back.
Hit it with the fat. Anyway, get out of my office. Now, I have preparations to make for tomorrow.
Oh.
Perhaps I said a little too much. Oh, you're telling me.
No. It's fine. You're fine. Kazuma, you changed.
No, Rinosuke, I haven't changed at all. It's you who's changed. Hello? Gaslight.
Wait a minute. Hello? What do you... And he's smiling at me. Wait. Okay.
Yours is like, okay.
I can completely understand your resentment of Lord Van Zeeks given what happened. But the fact is, those events in this case are, well...
Unrelated? Is that what you want to say? How can you be so sure?
What do you mean?
Never mind. That man is the Reaper, and it's for that reason that the inspector was killed. I'm going to prove as much in court tomorrow, but whatever means necessary.
Alright. I can't let you do that, Kazuma.
I know you'll do what you have to do as a lawyer. But I'm sure I don't need you to. I don't need to tell you that I won't be taking any prisoners in the courtroom.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, what was that supposed to mean?
I would have expected nothing less. Oh?
You want to grab my neck a little bit? Until tomorrow, then, in the Old Bailey.
Until tomorrow. Well, I have to leave him now.
He's like pushing out with a broom.
Oh.
We go to Mr. Bejo's hospital.
Oh, alright. Should we go to the laboratory first?
Wherever you so desire.
We'll get that in the laboratory. The hospital. Oh, back here, huh?
This is where everybody goes when they're sick.
This is the war where Mr. Vigil was brought, apparently.
To be frank, I'm a little worried about seeing him again.
Hello.
Ah, the lawyer. Hello again. I voice everybody in the room again.
Give me a
Are you
break.
feeling better now, Mr. Vigil?
It's fine. You're winded.
I had to sneeze like 8 times in the middle of Cosmo's speech there. Like.
Yes, thank you. Somewhat better. I'm so sorry to have caused you to... I mean, it was because of me. If I hadn't exposed your secret and forced you to remember things you'd obviously tried to forget. He's like, you brought up trauma, dude.
That was Cosmo's doing.
The prosecutor was here until a few... Oh! Wait, he was here!
Dang, he must have gone...
was here until a few moments ago, too. You just missed him.
Cosmo sprinted out of the room the second Ryunosuke left.
He
was running on all
probably
fours.
Threatened this man. Probably told him to say some things.
Oh. No. He wouldn't do that.
Oh. He said much the same as you. He was very apologetic. But the truth is, I brought all this upon myself. Please, don't think that. Keeping it from Evie?
Yeah, Evie.
My wife. All those years, I've carried such a sense of guilt. But that's not the worst of it. Over time, I obviously came to deceive myself as well.
You mean about her dismissal?
Looking back now, I'm beginning to think that perhaps Inspector Gregson didn't stumble across me by accident at all. I mean, he compensated me so graciously for acting as a stand-in. He was clearly concerned for my well-being and doing what he could to help. So perhaps Gregson knew exactly what had become of Mr. Vigil all along, and I wouldn't put it past Gregson for knowing something, since we know what he was doing now.
Right.
I'm sure that this just desserts. This is just desserts from 10 years of lies and deception, but it wasn't me that helped the professor escape 10 years ago. It wasn't me. I swear it's true.
Oh,
did they spell it as desert?
I don't. Yeah, it looked like dessert. No, it was desert. Yeah.
Desert.
It was desert.
Is that how the English do it? I wonder.
I don't. I'm sure you not. Dredge.
The wedge.
Up even more from your past at this time, but if possible, could you tell us exactly what really happened? Oh, his neck.
Yeah, he's so hurt.
Was that not... It didn't... Was that there a second ago? It didn't look that prominent.
I don't know.
Go back.
Maybe you're getting gaslit. Okay, I'll go back. Hold on.
I need to get all this off.
Yeah, that was always there.
Okay. Oh, it's because it was... It's this... Because it was like this. I didn't see it. I just want someone to tell me what I should have done. This is why I didn't see it, because he wasn't... His collar wasn't open. You see it now? It wasn't that thread.
Quest.
Convict. Asogi.
Asagi.
Inspector Gregson was obviously engaged in a special operation of some sort. He was investigating something that even Scotland Yard couldn't know about. Details of the Reaper's marks. Yes. It was when he had to carry out those investigations that I could take his identification and impersonate him. You'd pretend to be the inspector and carry out investigations as his behalf? Oh no, never! A common street peddler couldn't possibly carry out a proper police investigation. All I would do is go to the specific location and make a hoo-ha. A little hoo-ha.
A little hoo-ha.
Just something to leave an impression, so everyone there would think a detective called Gregson was here.
So, that's what you were doing on the day prior to the incident?
Yes, he asked me to make an appearance at the park on Lime Street for the Red-Headed League event. So as usual, I flashed the inspector's identification around and was very vocal about my presence. I forgot Iris was with us. She said nothing with Kazuma.
She didn't have anything to say. She's like, oh, he's talking about his dad. I don't have a dad, so I can't relate, you know?
But then, you were taken prisoner by those red-headed, fraudsters?
Yes. So, you would always make a point of showing Gregson's identification and generally being loud? That's what the inspector asked of me to do, yes.
Well, that's one way of becoming a legendary detective, I suppose. Not a good one, though.
And, as you know, I suffered those bruisings around my neck at their hands. But the following day, they kept their word and released me. Without returning the inspector's identification to you, however. We had arranged a meeting in the Fresno Street room at 5 that day so I could report back to the inspector. But at the agreed time, that's when I heard the gunshot.
It was actually firecrackers, but okay.
It was at midnight on the 17th of June, 10 years ago. That was the time scheduled for the execution. But the professor's execution never actually took place, did it?
Or rather, the execution itself must have been used to effect the plan of escape. I hardly dare to imagine what a chilling plan it was.
Barclay was renowned for becoming the highest security prison in the country. Everything that went in or out of place was searched multiple times. But there was one notable exception. Or rather, one notable loophole. Something that was never questioned. I have a feeling I know what the loophole was now. The coffins into which the bodies of the executed convicts were placed, correct? Oh, that makes sense, why he was in a coffin in the graveyard. Oh. Yes. Once the coroner had confirmed the death of a condemned convict, the body was taken in its coffin for immediate burial in Lowgate Cemetery just beyond the prison. Behind. The chief warder first had to sign the necessary papers. And after that, no member of staff was permitted to touch the coffin containing the body again. Oh, she didn't like that. When executions take place, only the executor and the coroner were permitted inside the chamber. I would await in the adjacent room for word that the condemned convict was dead. On that occasion, once I had the confirmation, I went into the mortuary to find a lone coffin as usual. The procedure was I would sign the paperwork, have checked the coffin, then nail it shut. But for some reason that day, the coffin was already nailed shut.
No!
So you think?
I didn't think anything of it at the time. I assumed that my deputy had checked the coffin and nailed it shut before I arrived. So, you mean the coffin containing... Yes, I can only imagine that Asogi, having escaped his execution somehow, was alive inside the coffin. The coffin was then taken out through the main gates and deposited in Lowgate Cemetery.
Presumably, there wouldn't have been enough air inside to breathe for long.
So in the early hours following the burial, somebody dug up the coffin again to set Genshin free.
But in the end, he was fatally shot in the graveyard anyway. What on earth really happened in Lowgate Cemetery that night, I wonder?
I'm afraid I really don't know. All I can say with certainty are two things. Asogi could possibly have escaped that way without help from somebody working in the prison. And then somebody was not me.
It wasn't him?
Cause he literally got like dismissed, but he was like, why? And he tried to kill himself for it.
That too.
He's like, I just lost my, good paying job because of, like, I was literally, accused of something I didn't do.
Yeah.
And then he's just like,
Something
what am I gonna
that-
do now? And then like his life kind of spiraled at that point, and he's just like, the only way out was like he wanted to kill himself.
To just end it all.
That's kind of selfish a bit, but
Uh,
just
I mean, look at him. He already looks like he don't got a good mental state.
I know. Look at his eyebrows. You could tell.
Little sea-eyed.
Well, I mean, at the time, he didn't even think of his wife or anything. He's just like, I'm just gonna end it. Like,
It was just immediate,
mhm.
I suppose. Like, that's his first thought was
'Cause
just like,
so,
it's all
it was
over.
so sudden.
Yeah.
Such a
I mean, being accused of helping the like
Yeah.
London's biggest serial
Yeah.
killer will probably end his like entire reputation. I'm surprised it didn't.
yeah. Whew.
Whew.
Obviously, you knew the man then. The professor, I mean, Genshin Asogi. Yes, I remember him well, in fact. Would you mind telling us what you know? I mean, if you like. Well, having been condemned to death as he was, any contact I would have with the man was short, obviously. After that trial, which was carried out behind closed doors, attended only by elite members of the judiciary, they called for his execution to be carried out at the earliest possible opportunity. The outcome of the trial was set for the beginning, wasn't it?
It was a time of delicate diplomacy, when Britain and Japan were in the process of signing an important treaty. That meant that its potentially establishing case had to have dealt with swiftly and discreetly.
The man had less than a week in total. As I was the chief warden, I oversaw his short stay in the cells until its final hour. I remember being struck deeply in his noble character and incredible resilience. What do you mean exactly?
He was bad for real. Like,
He was a killer of many men, but he was always quiet and polite. He was a gentleman and a man of intellect. In fact, I couldn't bring myself to believe what he'd done, so I asked him one day, "What? Those 5 members of the aristocracy whose lives were taken, were you really responsible?" "I'm guilty of the unforgiven crime of ending another man's life, yes. Human's life."
just
That's
man.
all he said. The following day, the close trial took place, and the verdict was no surprise. Guilty. That night, when he was brought back to his cell, I saw something unusual. Something unusual? What? The last will and testament of Genshin Asogi. Huh?
Where the papers at?
Where's his will? What will his will say?
As
Just
he
was make
said,
sure my son
it
grows up
was
to
on
be
the
real
night following
bad.
his trial, after he'd been found guilty. I was doing the rounds in the cells, and then I looked in Asogi's. I noticed that he seemed to have a sheet of paper in his hand. Ah, his last will and testament, then, presumably. As soon as he noticed me, he hurriedly shoved it back, behind his back. But why did you find that unusual? Isn't it normal for a man to pen a will when he knows his death is nigh? Yes, that's true. But there were special conditions to Asogi's incarceration, you see. What sort of conditions? Well, even though he was held in a cell designed for condemned inmates, he was allowed to keep his personal effects with him, with one exception. Really? He was allowed his things? That is unusual, certainly. What, he got his things? That's interesting.
Like, this things.
Okay. Of course, he'd been convicted of killing 5 members of the aristocracy. But at the same time, he was a guest in our country for the Empire of Japan. The powers that were determined that his final days shouldn't be needlessly uncomfortable. Interesting.
And what was the exception you mentioned? To the personal effects he was allowed?
That's the point. He wasn't permitted to have writing materials. Specifically, no pens or paper. Who gave him pen and paper?
Right? Just had it with him.
Huh.
So he was prevented from leaving any written record of what had happened to him?
Yes, that was the long and short of it. I have no idea where he obtained that paper. Any writing materials would have been confiscated from him upon his incarceration. As I said, he did hid the paper behind his back, and then he pleaded with me. What did you hide behind your back? Please, please, turn a blind eye. This is my lifeline. But you know it's against the rules. You're the only person who's seen, if you just agree to keep quiet. Alright then, but what's on that paper? The
None
last
of your
will and
business.
testament. This will is the only weapon I have left. Weapon? Huh. He's got like what really happened on those pieces of paper.
Oh, is that so? Is that your
Maybe.
theory? Your map.
Listen. Okay. Listen. Before we
Uh-huh.
even go anywhere, this is me thinking because I'm so big-brained when it comes to the Asogis, apparently. Whatever.
This is
yeah.
your map pat game theory.
No. Okay. If he said that he took human lives, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, why would he be so adamant about writing a will and trying to hide it, and then also being like, this is my lifeline, it's the last weapon I have? Why? Well, why is that, you know? So it's just like, what if he didn't really do it?
What if he didn't really do it? That's huge.
I don't know. The way that they're portraying this, the way that he acts, like,
Mm-hmm.
the way he acted, like, towards Van Zeeks, he, like, actually...
No, he protected him.
He actually protected him, and he's just like, Clint would be very cross with me if, you know, like, I didn't do this one thing. And I was
Yeah,
like,
that was
why?
after Clint died.
Yeah, I'm like, why did he care so much? You know?
Interesting little theory.
So
Did
I'm
this
just
sprout
like,
because of the fact that even Daly was like, "Did you actually do it?" Is that what's starting to sprout these seeds of doubt in your mind?
I don't, it's just, for some reason, there's just a lot of stuff going on behind the scene, and it's just like a lot of people being framed for things they didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
now I
interesting.
can't even trust the people I thought I could, because now I look at Gregson, and apparently he was like doing some Reaper business. So it's just like,
That's true. You never know.
Now I don't know what to believe now. But that's just my theory about Genshin. What if he didn't do it? What if he was actually like a good man? But then at the
Who would've
same
done it, though?
time, yeah. Yeah, who would have done it? But then at the same time, even Mikotoba, you know, Professor Mikotoba, and Jigo, no, Seishiro, my bad. Seishiro even was just like, yeah, like he did these things, and like they were mad about it. Well, he was mad, very mad about it. So I was just like, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
just
even Genshin said, "I'm responsible for taking a human life." So I mean, he admitted it.
what if he did accidentally? But 5 times?
I accidentally sent a hound to rip out these people's throats 5 times. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
He's just a killer through and through.
He a killer. He didn't even use Karuma to do it. He just used a dog.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't even use his actual sword.
Well, why did he do that? That's the pride and joy of the Asogi clan. Like,
he didn't use it.
That's
he didn't use it to kill a
excessive.
man's life. He would
That's
never.
excessive. No, that's...
He's
It's
very
the pride
polite,
and
like
joy.
he said. He was polite and a gentleman. He's a gentleman.
Yeah, just not when it comes to the
I guess.
aristocracy.
Huh.
Easy as.
How can a will be a weapon? So I decide to pretend I've seen nothing, and I let him keep his will. But then later, it just seemed to vanish without trace. What?
He ate
What do
it.
you mean it vanished? Oh my god.
He just ate it. Don't worry about it.
It would seem that isn't the end of the story of this mysterious will.
Jesus.
Ah.
I was the only person who saw Soki's will, but somehow it disappeared. It was after Asogi's execution. Oh, of course it was, huh? Who's got the will? Huh? Who's
Someone
got his
kidnapped
will?
that will.
Oh my god.
I just don't know what's going on anymore. I don't...
Which was actually an elaborate jailbreak.
Yeah, somebody got him out just to get him killed later. What was that?
That sucks.
Why
Honestly.
why would somebody try to help him escape from an execution? And then somebody met up with him and knew about the escape and killed him, so he didn't escape. So it's just like, what is that? What's going on?
This man got like triple crossed, to be
Oh my
honest.
god. Yeah! Oh my god. The warder gathered up Asoki's possessions that were in his cell. They were all to be sent back to his family back in Japan, you see.
Poor Kazuma-sama.
And his wife.
And you're saying
Susato.
that it wasn't anywhere to be found amongst those personal effects? The will, I mean. That's right. Though I didn't search through them myself. But Governor, Caden, was livid. He was screaming. It cannot,
Kane, I
it
believe.
can have
Kana.
disappeared completely. I can't do it. You did it better than me.
I didn't even do it that well.
Quite makes sense though, does it?
In what way?
Well, you'd understand that only Mr. Vigil, was aware of the will's existence. In which case, how did the prison governor know to look for it?
Oh yes, you're right. Yeah, that is true. I really don't know how he knew. But it certainly seemed as though he knew of the will's existence from the outset. Only he didn't refer to it as a will. What he said was...
My greatest
Yosogi's
weapon.
papers.
Oh. I thought he was talking
Yosogi
about...
papers. I really can't tell you anything of the subsequent events. Because, well, of what happened. Your dismissal and the way you blocked it out from your memory. I'd forget all that until today. I didn't suppose it's relevant to the case, though. Well, anyway, thank you very much for sharing it with us, Mr. Vigil. We're very grateful. Yeah, he's just like,
I like
well,
how
anyways. He just brought up, he's like, I
like-
didn't like bringing this. He's like, I just unlocked
Yeah.
memories that I suppressed. And he's just like, well, thank you anyways. Like,
The memories that I tried to block out for 10 years about the day that I almost ended my life. Well, anyway, it looks like it's time for me to go.
I'm afraid there's really little more I can tell you. My wife Evie will be here shortly, so I do hope I don't appear rude, but... No,
Yep.
not at all. Thank you again.
But what will become of you now?
Well, I'm imprisoning a police officer... Well, impersonating a police officer is a criminal offense, of course. I imagine that once I'm fully recovered, I should be arrested.
Even though Gregson literally asked him to do it. That's crazy.
I'm so sorry. Don't be, please. This was all my own doing. I always knew that one day, that this day would come. Well, I wish you well. Goodbye, Mr. Vigil. Oh, before you go, there's just one thing. Yes? What is it? The Asogi papers. I'd be very grateful if you'd make no mention of things I told you about them. Yeah, if we do that, Cosmo's going to... cannot control himself.
Well, anyway, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk to...
I have to go talk to...
I have to go talk to Caden now. Like...
Be grateful if you didn't mention any of the things I told you about them. Presumably for some good reason? It's my understanding that the very existence is a closely guarded secret. If it became known that I'd remembered, well, he's probably gonna end up dead. if we mention that he told us this, like in court or something, he's probably gonna end up like found dead the next day. You know, like, oh, who did that?
Like a ditch.
Yeah, we don't. Well, it could be rather troublesome, I think. I understand. Some sort of will that Genshin Asogi penned just before his death, which the man himself claimed that was his last weapon. I wonder, perhaps it has something to do with this plan to escape. If there's anyone who will know more about a document that Cosmo's father left behind, it'd be Mr. Vigil's governor.
Literally, like he said, please don't tell this to anybody.
We know precisely where we must go. Back to Barclay Prison. Aww.
Oh my gosh.
That is so sad. I was like, when am I gonna see him, like, on the bed? I guess we'll go to the forensics laboratory real quick.
You don't want to go to the prison first? Okay.
No. Oh, it's so cute in here!
Yeah.
Where is she?
Somebody else? Yeah, I'm about to say it's somebody else's office now.
It really is creepy, isn't it? Where is she?
Yunosuke doesn't appreciate the finer
being
things
a
in
dead
life.
room, it's probably full of the spirits of the dissected. But actually, there's a rather pleasing scent of roses in the air. Well, being a dead room, the coroner probably needs a bold scent like that to mask the odor of death.
Iris, do you think you could change the subject?
Yunosuke, you are crazy. Shink, shink, shink.
Freaking knives beam.
Oh, what was that?
Yo, it's Jason, obviously. What do you mean?
There she is! Dr. Gory?
I don't remember what I said one thing in the first game. In the third trial. What? Hold on, I'll figure it out.
That noise before.
I was sharpening my tools. I'd be dead meat if I didn't keep a perfectly keen edge on them.
Right.
I'm following the collagen fibers in the dermis, an expertly sharpened scalpel. Cuts like cheese. Would you like a demonstration?
Oh, yes, please. I'd love to see.
Girl, hold on. Then I think you'll do nicely.
Huh? No, I wouldn't do nicely at all. I mean, maybe some other time.
Okay. Say can't kill me.
What? Well, we come here to ask questions, so... Well,
Just slice it up.
that's about it. We have actually met before. I'm a lawyer, if you remember.
You're not dead yet.
What?
Though Mama said I wasn't to cut you open. She's so strict about things like that.
Well, good. Dr. C has some scalpels at least.
Oh dear. It looks like she's not interested in talking to us. For the time being, anyway.
For the
If
time
only you had
being.
something in your
I
inventory.
mean, until we die? I hope that. So, way off.
If only you had something in your inventory. Oh my goodness. My bad.
Sorry, but I wasn't planning on dying anytime soon.
I'm literally waiting for you to die.
Surely there's some less drastic way of making her listen. Do I have anything in my bag?
If only you had something in your inventory to show her about specifically what somebody told you to show her.
Would it just be the autopsy report?
I mean, Kazuma did literally just say, like, you should go talk to the forensics department over this.
Dr. Gory, we actually came here to ask you about this.
He was very good.
Good? Sorry?
His skin didn't snag my blade once.
Oh my god.
Very little mess. Girl? His joints dislocated easily and his muscle tissue was a pleasure to work with.
We can skip those details. But there is one thing about the report that caught my attention. We don't seem to have recorded a time of death. Uh-oh. Who took this autopsy report? Now look at her. She's just like, amateurs.
Amateurs.
Uh-oh.
She would never know. It's off! That's not my fault.
Hello! Oh!
We got the Goths
That
in.
made me jump. The Goths are here. I love her.
Then please, tell us what happened.
So, why doesn't this autopsy report include the victim's time of death then? Really, the most crucial detail. Oh,
It's back on. I was told not to write it.
what? By who?
Miss
Sus.
Strongheart.
Sus.
Sus.
Sus, why? Why? What? I didn't trust him, and I still don't trust him, and this makes me not trust him anymore.
What do you mean? He's so nice. Freaking Renosuke came in and he's like, hey, my friend died. Can you give me a job? He's like, sure.
Before he said he would die, wasted his time.
Well, anyway, the Lord Chief Justice, he came here.
Lord Strongheart came? He came?
Oh, I mean, I think I read a fic about that once. He said that from the witnesses' statements about the gunshot and the other evidence, it was obvious. And I clearly died at 5 p.m. on the 1st of November when the gunshot was heard.
But that's not the time of death you wrote on the report. You didn't write anything. Was there some reason you didn't include it?
Looking away?
Dr. Gory, if you're hiding something under Lord Strongheart's instructions, then sooner or later you're going to have to go the same way as your mother. Uh-oh.
Oh, bringing up my mama, huh?
She's gonna get mad. Oh.
Give it here then.
What's she scribbling so furiously? You made her angry. I don't know what
Right?
you expected, Ryunosuke.
Mentioning her mother who's thrown in a prison. There.
You've written...
What's she written? Tell us.
Says D's nuts.
Indeterminate. Okay. Huh? What? What?
Alright.
Well, she...
At least you wrote something down. Y'all were complaining about it. That's it.
What is this? What's this? Can you, like, use it in a sentence? What do you mean by that? Why was the time of death indeterminate?
When the specimen was brought in, it was still fresh.
Yes.
So the time of death could easily have coincided with when the gunshot was heard. But there was one small discrepancy.
What discrepancy?
There was some fried fish in the pockets of the specimen's overcoat. And that fish had started to rot.
Oh! He was...
He'd been out for a while then, huh?
He died more than a day ago. When does rigor mortis set in?
Rigor mortis sets in a few hours, so, like, that's literally, like, he's been dead for a while. Huh?
Yeah, he's been dead maybe a day and a half?
But, I mean, the fact that she said that his body was still fresh really make you think.
That's kinda,
His body's still fresh, but the fish was rotting? What does that mean?
What does that mean? My brain's thinking I'm not even in court.
The cogwheels are turning. If the victim liked fried fish, he presumably liked to eat it before it went off.
Well, yes. What are you really trying to say?
It's possible that someone tried to manipulate the apparent time of death.
Huh.
Really make you think, huh?
Manipulate the... Is that even possible to do? Yeah?
Yeah. Theoretically, if you were to chill the body in ice, you could delay the onset of putrefaction. You know, if you go to the wiki page of putrefaction, fun fact, they have an actual dead body in, like, the pictures there.
Whoa.
It was a lot. I was just like, I wonder, you know, I think we were talking about the stages of death, and, like, I went to putrefaction, it's just literally a body. I'm like, okay. Thank you.
Chill the body in ice, you will delay it. That's so...
And if the overcoat wasn't on the body at
That's
the
what
time...
I was thinking. I'm like, what if they took the overcoat off? Or you didn't have it on? So somebody messed with his body.
Presumably whoever killed him, you know? Whoever that is.
Wait, okay, listen. They do a lot about dead body stuff then. If they were gonna, like, stage this whole setup or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, And I don't know. Then only the fish would have started to rot.
With today's science, it's not yet possible to determine if the body was chilled or not. You could just assume.
Science is advanced enough to let you freeze a corpse, it seems.
Well, yeah, you just gotta put it somewhere in the cold.
Surely, to chill a corpse like that would require an enormous
electrical refrigerator.
I don't imagine many households in London are equipped with such a device. No, definitely not. But maybe in a factory? Or some other special places? I don't recall seeing any factories or such like on Fresno Street, though.
Too sad to open your brain.
I wonder if the inspector's body had been chilled somehow. What might the actual time of death have been?
I couldn't say for sure. But at the most, it might have been a day earlier.
That's what we have been saying. No!
Yeah, because of his watch. Now you have evidence to prove it, not just a freaking watch. You're like, well, I mean, obviously he probably didn't crank it up.
In other words,
It would corroborate your previous deductions, Mr. Naruhodo. That Inspector Gregson was killed a day before his body was discovered, at a different location. Did you inform Lord Strongheart of this possibility?
He simply said that there was no electric or refrigerators of that size in the vicinity.
Well.
Okay. Okay, well, that was it. Huh?
Well, I'm glad that we got to talk to her and see her face.
If you don't mind, then.
beautiful.
Yeah, she pretty. She cute. I like the butterflies on her, and her mom has like snakes.
Sorry? Yeah, I do like that. Oh.
Oh, girl, come back.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, she can't even hear us. Oh god, her AirPods are in.
She just put her AirPods in. She's like blasting Slipknot.
Yep. I paid my time.
Like, damn, she really got that music up high, huh?
Psychosocial, that's what she's playing over there.
It's like her favorite song.
Her blades. That or Sick Puppies, what was that? What was that song? Sick Puppies?
Oh, I don't know that one. Oh my god. Excuse me, Jesus.
Psycho, I think it was called.
I'm about to say Sick Puppies. Who is that?
It's a band! You don't know.
I don't know who that is.
I'm sorry. I watched a lot of Fuse.
Fuse. I mean, I would always be on Fuse, but I always just hear the pop stuff.
Let me get you that song. Hold up. Let me get the song. Oh. I'll play it for you because I really like this song.
Just gonna play it for me? You're about to get copyrighted so hard if you do.
No, I'm not. Listen, not if I'm singing with it.
No, you will. You will. That's how YouTube works.
No, not if I na over it.
Oh my god, you're crazy. No, they're gonna...
I play a second of it. They can't do it. They can't do it. I know
you gotta play 5 seconds. It has to be 5 seconds.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay. This video has been taken down by a copyright strike.
Yeah, it's gonna copyright me.
You know, a small creator ain't gonna get no help if song gets removed. All this because freaking Maria.
No, it's not. Listen, it's not even freaking Sick Puppies. It's Puddle of Mud. I'm a dummy.
Girl, you are literally crazy. Hold on. I'm about to say, like, I haven't heard that. I know who Puddle of Mud is, but I haven't heard that.
Puddle of Mud. Listen, it's Puddle of Mud, and I messed my... I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. What's the ad?
Oh my god.
Ah! Hold on.
Scuff stream.
And it's an ad I can't even freaking, like... There we go. I gotta get to the...
Remember, you can only play 5 seconds. Oh my god. Ugh.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself so I can hear. Yeah, and that's the song. Anyways, that is the song Psycho by Puddle of Mud.
She would be listening to that. Courtney would always be like, turn your music down.
Oh, Skillet's Circus of a Psycho. I didn't know that was the song.
Oh, well now you know.
Okay. Why is there a video recommended to me and I see Cosmo, but it's called Chicken?
Oh, I've watched that video. It's pretty funny.
Just keep getting recommended. New things all the time.
New things about Kazuma. Oh, not now. Oh, my baby here might start to rust.
She gets it.
I think perhaps we could leave Dr. Gory alone.
Maybe we could try again later if we manage to find some other clues.
Well, hinting that you just literally need to come back here.
Well.
Bye.
Where was it I was supposed to go? What was that again?
Just see what Susato says when you scroll over something. When she says, like, we haven't been here for a long time.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. We were going to the freaking governor's place. I don't know why it slipped my mind. I was like, I know where I have to go, but then I totally forgot about it.
Well, quite pointed. Governor's office.
Oh.
Hello? Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. Oh,
Whoa,
back
whoa,
again,
whoa.
are you?
Yes. Hello.
I wish Kazuma did that. He would just, like, have his back to you. I've heard all about your investigations. I've read the report just now. I can't do this accent. I'm sick, man. You found him, eh? Vigil? Oh?
Yes, luckily.
Well, anywho. The laddie doesn't work here no more, so your case is not to do with Barclay. When they like you, they get the wrong idea about that.
Of course, yes. Mr. Mitchell stopped working here 10 years ago now, so...
Yes, we've seen his dismissal notice, haven't we? He was given the chop.
No? Oh, there he goes.
Ah, yes. You posted that picture on Instagram if you didn't know. Alright, Kimmer, you came very well. So how about a wee handcuff biscuit?
Oh, they really are little handcuffs. And so hard as iron, too.
Freaking biting a rock. Oh my god, they're so... Oh my goodness. Breaking his teeth.
So, what's brought you doing here today?
Well...
I gotta talk about this one thing Daily told me not to tell you about.
To ask you about, actually.
Is that so?
We believe there might have been a document that disappeared from Genshin Asogi's cell. I think it's been called the Asogi Papers or something. Weren't we, like, told not to say this?
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, hold on. I gotta tell you about this thing Daily told me not to tell you about. Like...
Why do we do this? Why do we think this is okay? Oh my god.
Just the kind of guy Naruhodo is. Dot.
Wow.
Review by Axeman 13.
I thought he grabbed a gun out.
Yeah, not say. Gregson's death is not to do with things that might have happened at Barclay. We're not asking about that, we're asking about Asogi's papers. Leave the past in the past, laddie. Let's not fool around with irrelevant details.
His expression changed completely. We're clearly onto something here. He's gonna keep pressing, huh? Yep, I'm gonna keep pressing you.
Smacks him. The murderer's botched execution and the whole miserable escape. And with Barclay's darkest hour, a shocking embarrassment.
Because the convict had a collaborator at the prisons, on the prison staff, you mean?
Aye, for shame. The coroner who confirmed the death of the man after his execution, Courtney Sith. Courtney up to no good again. Could you do me a favor and press X real quick? Like, really quick. Like, it wouldn't even take a second if you did this favor for me.
Oh.
And my chief warder at the time, Vigil, who was in charge of the whole affair.
But Mr. Vigil says he doesn't know anything thing about it.
No rascal wouldn't say otherwise, eh? More handcuffs?
More handcuffs? Question mark?
Oh, how could I say no? You can never have too much iron in your diet.
Oh, I see what he meant there. Okay.
When Mr.
Yep.
Mitchell had handed his dismissal notice as a result of what had happened, he was so Marin, he jumped out of your office window, didn't he?
So he did do it.
I mean, that's subjective.
What?
I didn't like to say, but that's just visual trying to get out of it. Oh wow.
Okay.
Do you not think he would have jumped from the shock of his crimes being exposed, eh? I did. With the fact that his reputation
you
could have been
wouldn't,
ruined.
say otherwise, though, would you? Ryunosuke's very sassy.
Say it out loud, Ryunosuke, don't be scared. Of course, I cannot show no responsibility myself. Shouldn't have let him deceive me. Actually, there's barely anybody that Kaden's what went on at the time now. That was legible. Well, Gregson
Yeah, I
had
was
been
like,
murdered,
looking at
and
that, I
Dr.
was
Sith forbidden for having any visitors. Can't even talk to Dr.
No
Sith.
visitors? Someone obviously doesn't want her giving anything away.
We're not going home empty-handed.
And I wouldn't dream of sending you packing without... Wait, now, Kimmer? Here, take a handcuff or two.
Oh, well, it wouldn't be rude to say no. But it would be rude to say no. Wouldn't want to become anemic.
No, Iris.
Okay.
Excuse me. I suppose if there's anybody who might know about what happened back then. It'd be that last from the forensic division.
Oh.
Maria Gori. That's funny because we were
Well-
literally just there. It's just...
Maria Gori.
Aye, Sith's daughter. She didn't have no more. Just the one.
Just the one.
But the wee Barons followed in her mom's footsteps. You didn't ever want to see without scalpel in her hand.
Ah!
Yeah, we literally just saw her in this game. Don't worry about it.
Wow, where's Dina?
Ah, where did she spring from? And did she just call the doctor Mama?
Because it's her mom?
Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this person who looks just like Courtney would call her mom.
Dr. C's daughter, Maria Gori. She would do with what could do with talking with her? Yeah, but
You weren't done talking to her.
so she's Dr. Sith's daughter, but her surname is Gori.
Aye, there's some family history, I'm sure, but I didn't get the ins and outs of it. She grew up watching her mom working with the bodies of folk who died in strange circumstances.
She's just a baby and she's staring at this.
Right? She likes it. Decided to do the same with her own life. Can't understand it myself.
Perhaps she was driven by deep respect for her mother.
Perhaps. Anyway, she was in charge of Gregson's autopsy, I believe. Oh, we know.
Right, and the coroner responsible for this incomplete report.
It's not a complete Ryunosuke, don't worry about it. Someone told me once that Louis Lassie always loved her mom's stories about cutting up bodies. There's even a rumor that she used to listen to the funeral march as a lullaby.
Well, I love her.
Just your average
Well,
goth.
then perhaps her mother might have told her about the autopsy from the case 10 years ago.
Well,
You know she listens to My Chemical Romance. I'd say there's a fine chance at least. After all, that was a life-changing case for all of us.
yeah, like everybody's just connected in this case.
Alright.
Really need to speak with Miss Gory herself about this, I think. Well, thank you very much.
So about the Asogi papers. I'm not happy about any part of this.
Well...
It took years of Londoners to finally forget the whole professor business. Can you not give up on this, laddie? Stop asking pointless questions. No.
I'm on the freaking defense side of things. You know I have to go back in here.
He's crazy.
Oh, I didn't read my freaking part.
I'm sorry, I don't like the wedging painful memories up for anyone. I don't know. I think that's what he said.
I'm sorry, I don't like the retching up those painful memories for everyone.
You not just stay away now. Leave me alone and then I come back here, eh?
I still got one more question to ask you.
Not until you give me the Asogi papers.
Give them. Give it to me now!
Give it to me now! How'd you come to know about that, laddie?
He's gonna out this man immediately.
Daily Vigil told me. He said not to tell you, but I wanted to tell you anyway, so... There's not many folk even here in the well...
Heard of those
There's not many
papers.
folk in the prison who've even... You still don't
Heard of those so sorry.
You still let me read it, what the heck? You know what, just go ahead. It doesn't matter.
Well, I can't tell him Mr. Vigil told me.
I'm afraid our sources may remain confidential, sir.
We've been led to believe that the papers were actually a last will and testament. Is that right? The professor's, or rather, Genshin Isogi's. Dun, dun, dun,
Aye, that's right. You're well informed, Jimmy. My name's Ryunosuke, actually. Standing on a car, finger in the air. And some women's with my fingers in their hair. Yes, I beat that one with Street Fighter tournaments. Make $1 zillion without even earning it. I got the highest score in the world on my SAT. Then I went to Everest to earn how to sing the trees. I don't have to cut to know I'm worth $1 billion. You know what? Big enough I am worth $1 billion.
This is Genshin's freaking theme, boy.
It is. I don't hear it though, so I was.
I like how you know all the words to that song, and I was the one that showed you, and I don't know all the words.
It's an incredible song.
It's kind of funny that you just listen to it and know it.
It's a perfect song. You ain't gonna find a better song than that one, honestly. And my swag is off the charts. That's a fact. Like, can you do me a huge favor? Press X real quick.
Oh, is that the end of the silent treatment?
Yeah, I believe so, Renosuke.
It's mysteriously vanished from his cell, didn't it? I'm sorry, I like his theme. It's good. It's real good. When I first heard it, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's really good. I just didn't expect you to just sit there. Iris, no, you're well at half cock there. I think you didn't quite get your facts straight.
You're off a well,
you're off at half cock there. Don't worry, Kate. And I am actually at full cock ever since I saw Kazuma. So. It was there and still exactly where it should have been.
Oh, not what we heard elsewhere. Oh.
Just let me have a wee hook around in here. Sure, I can find it.
Wait, is this gonna show us?
Just decided.
Let me see
Alright.
those.
Here you are.
Give it to me now!
Give it! Just snatch it out of his hand.
The last one, Testament of Genshin Isogi. Written by, with a calligraphy brush. Well, give it to me. I can read it.
Of course, I cannot read a word of those Japanese squiggles.
I like how he read it. He wrote it in his own language, so nobody else could read it.
Yeah, very nice to him. Very smart.
It's probably for Kazuma, honestly. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I like how you're like, oh!
I dropped my phone. Alright. Then I mind it says he leaves all his otherworldly possessions to his son back at his homeland. I bet it says, like, yo, Kazuma, hear me out on this. I know I killed a few
correct.
people.
That's the gist of it.
Oh, she literally just... Oh. So those are the Asogi papers.
The Asagi characters.
Yep.
Aye, of course they are. Papers written by Asogi, no doubt about it. Listen up, mister. Here, laddie. That's your lot. Huh?
Okay. What is that?
Oh god. I'm not reading that. Just press X.
I looked at it immediately, I was just like, what is he talking about?
That is not legible. He sent the man's possessions back to his clan in Japan, and that was the end of it.
His clan? Well... One child?
Right, a child, a wife that's going to die in pieces. You know, freaking the Asogi clan ended with Kazuma. You know he didn't get no Fuji, right?
You do realize that he is not, well...
Kazuma has not touched a woman, he never will.
Mr. Naruhodo, just in case.
You know what it says?
No, I'm
the last no. First thing you go 40 away, Mr. Naruhodo. Okay.
Genshin Isogi hereby request that... No, I'm gonna read this for real.
Genshin Isogi.
Stop. It's me. It's mine.
Hold on. Genshin Isogi hereby request.
Stop. That upon my death, any and all material possessions and wealthy
hereby request.
Stop me. Wealth belonged to me in London, be delivered to my son, Kazuma Asogi, in the Empire of Japan. It is with deep sadness that I accept my fate in this foreign land, in the knowledge that I will never see my homeland or family again, but I regret nothing about my chosen path. Oh. He regrets nothing.
Doesn't regret anything.
Damn. Can I go and show him? Can I go and show Kazuma this will when I get in trouble?
So I wonder.
I'm gonna try it.
He'd probably be like, oh, Miura's getting out of hold. You can't show me evidence inside the courtroom.
I'll be like, this is your freaking father's will. Anyway,
I did read that, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Those papers are not to do against Gregson's death. I almost said Genshin.
Oh, he's already dead.
I'd prefer it if you didn't make no mention of them outside this office. Or rather...
I
have to go study something real quick. Wouldn't just prefer it. Consider it an order from the highest levels of our government.
Would I get in trouble if I tried?
I'm not even a resident here, Kaden. I can do whatever I want.
I understand. No, I don't.
You know, Skip even got his green card.
I'm going immediately.
Kazu's gonna be like, get out, get out, get out, get out!
His music's just blaring. What if I... What if I...
He's telling me.
What, are you in trouble?
I'm telling you, he's gonna...
game over?
That'd be funny. Nah, you're easily gonna be like, oh, you can't show me evidence of the court.
Oh, he didn't even take a look at it. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. The game's just like, you can't, actually.
He needs to start reading it out loud. He's gonna be like, I, Genshin Asogi, here.
Oh my god, my neck hurts. Ugh.
Uh-oh. Why? Because you'd be on that phone. She's still shrinking.
Someone's sharpening again.
You're still not dead.
Not yet.
Anyway, I don't have anything more to tell you about that specimen.
Well, actually, we're not here to ask you about the Inspector Gregson. We're here hoping to talk about your mother's, Dr. Sif.
Okay, well.
Excuse me. It's something the governor of Barclay Prison mentioned. He said that she was responsible for confirming the death of the professor after his execution. Oh.
That's not all Mama did.
Oh? Sorry?
My mama carried out the autopsy of Clint Van Zieks as well.
Oh!
Tell me about Clint Van Zieks real quick, huh?
Okay, these comments are popping off all of a sudden.
I know.
What?
I'm trying to ball.
Really? The brother of Lord Van Zieks, the professor's final victim. Oh, it was his last victim. I didn't realize that. Look at her eyes. Wait, I didn't notice her eyes are sparkling?
Yeah. She's got real pretty eyes.
No, I didn't know her eyes were just sparkling when she told me this.
Right?
She was just like,
she also autopsied on Clint Van Zieks.
The Clint Van Zieks? Who is that? The idea of carrying out an autopsy on a member of the aristocracy was completely unthinkable back then. But the detective in charge of the investigation insisted, and it was miraculously authorized. And that detective was Albert Einstein.
Inspector Gregson, of course. Quite an accomplishment for one man.
I mean, to be fair, they were friends. That autopsy provided the final clue needed to arrest the killer. Which was? My mama was here for that historic event.
What does all this mean?
You know, that amazing autopsy happened right here in this very room. The professor and Clint Van Zieks.
Are they together?
I saw them kissing. They both spent the final moments before their burial on that dissection table there.
Both of them?
They were like holding each other. So this lab, Mama's lab, was instrumental in some of the country's most important events.
She really is proud of her mother. That's cute. A lot of people don't like their parents.
Yeah. It's interesting on this game, they just like their parents, honestly, like.
Right. Cosmo really looked up to his father. Was very, very disappointed to know that he was a killer. He wouldn't believe it either.
No, he's like, my father would not do that.
And he was also very mad that his father was like put on display. He's like, my father, no.
I wonder, like, if the display is like empty now because the fact it's literally cut in half. You can show her your badge. I wonder if
I wonder if you tell us more about what exactly happened back. Oopsie, I keep hitting my controller up top. Happened back then, Dr. Gory. Well, looks like we're gonna have to bum bum.
Ooh.
Confirmation?
The professor's execution was Mama's first big case.
Excuse me.
You are excused. She had to be in attendance at Barclay Prison's execution chamber. Had signed the certificate to confirm the convict's death. Yeah, her eyes sparkle when she does that little specific sprite there. It's cute.
I didn't notice
Mama
it the
is the
first
best. She didn't really do that much. She does it a lot when she's wearing the mask, of course. Then she unmasks and doesn't really move around that much. She's shy. Mama is the best coroner in the world, you know. I was so proud of her.
But the execution didn't actually take place.
That's just like your opinion, Renosuke. No, and worse still, Mama actually helped with the jailbreak.
Oh. Huh.
I didn't want to know.
Oh dear. You found out recently, you mean?
I believed in her, in Mama, but...
A lot of people believing in their parent and then learning that they, well...
Getting
some
let
bad
down,
things.
Renosuke Naruhodo hasn't had to do with that.
Nah.
Now I wonder if I'm starting down the same path as her.
No. You mean because you admitted the time of death on this autopsy report? But that's because Lord Strongheart forbid you from including it. Still, she's just like, that's not what my job would have been.
Yeah. Ah yes, just like Mama, I'm sure she was coerced by somebody too.
Yes, that's my feeling as well.
There's no doubt that there were powerful forces at play 10 years ago.
Ah, yeah, I bet.
The execution couldn't have been staged without a lot of people at the prison knowing about it. Obviously, the prison governor must have been on it as well.
The big man with the little handcuffs, according to what he told us, he was
I want to
tricked
get a
by the
Naruto
chief
flashback.
warder. He says he knew nothing about it.
Of course he said that. I'd say the same thing.
Guess who was behind the jailbreak all those years ago? We just keep getting back and forth, like... What's with Clint's autopsy? What's going on?
Only got in those guts.
Well, you mentioned the autopsy of Clint Van Zeeks.
It was at a time when carrying out autopsies of murder victims was very unusual.
It's still not a practice that observed in our country even now.
They just look at a body and they're like, yep, they're dead.
They sure did die. I wonder what killed them. Anyway. It turned out that he was the professor's final victim, and when the autopsy was performed...
Oh, this is a different
Mama.
sprite. Oh, she's...
Yeah, it is. Mama was present, although only as the secondary assistant.
Oh?
Who was the primary one, huh? The person leading the procedure was called Dr. John H. Wilson.
Wait a minute, why are all these people connecting? What's happening? What is going on?
I wonder what that means.
What does that mean? And is Kazuma safe? Because...
Yeah, the fact that everyone on that list is dead except for him.
That's right, my daddy.
Okay. He was definitely still alive and not dead. And there was one other person present, the primary assistant.
Huh?
Who else, huh? He was a visiting student
Wait.
from the Far East. That's right, it was Genshin us.
No. Huh. Wait, it's her father. Yeah, because he was studying forensic science.
Must have been my father, Yujin Mikotoba.
I had no idea Professor Mikotoba had involved in something so important. He's been involved in a lot and he's not telling us things, so, you know.
It's just
Where's
like,
freaking,
oh,
where's, you know, Seishiro at, huh? He's not even around right now.
Seichiro's like at like a beach or something, just chilling, don't worry about it. But the outcome of that historic autopsy was the discovery of a vital piece of evidence that led to the capture of the professor. Well, what is it?
So that's how they came to identify Genshin Soki as the infamous mass murderer. Do you happen to know anything about the piece of evidence? Can you tell us any more?
No, confidential. Get out. Would you like to see the records for yourself?
Yes? What? Would that be alright?
What's the point of keeping records if people can't look at them?
You know what? I like her. I like her way of thinking.
Yeah.
She doesn't even care.
She's very cooperative.
V.
You filed under V at the back of these cupboards, with the other records from the last decade.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Van Zeeks. That's straight. It's gone, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
Mr. Naruhodo, they aren't here. There's nothing up under Van Zeeks. Oh boy.
Must be.
Perhaps someone took them away?
No one's allowed to take documents related to the professor case out of this room.
Well, it looks like somebody is snooping.
But you're right, they're gone.
I didn't think it was gonna be that easy. Somebody does not want us to dig up anything about the case.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably so wrongly done, you know? I'm having a feeling some wrong stuff went on. I have a feeling some like wrong stuff was, you know, put out there, and some people took the blame, and I don't know.
Interesting.
Well,
Interesting
when was the
map
last time
theory.
someone looked at them? Do you remember?
It was... Oh, yes, I remember now. It was 2 years ago. A consulting detective came one day saying that he'd like to see the records.
Oh? No, you don't mean... Is it Sholmes?
The man, the myth, the legend.
Dang it, Sholmes! Every time! What are you doing? Now we have to go find him!
You know he be wandering around too.
Deep down, I knew that was coming. Me too, Ryunosuke. I knew it. This sprite of her.
You know, she's thinking, head empty. Do you think he stole the records?
I wouldn't put it past him, honestly.
No, surely not. Iris, that can't be right, can it?
She doesn't know. He's always hiding stuff.
And she's speechless.
Iris?
Oh.
Well, she has something to say.
Or
not.
No?
Runo. I hope you don't mind, but...
What is it, Iris?
I just remembered something very important I have to do.
Wait a minute, grab her.
I'm
Don't
going
want
to
her leave.
have to leave you now.
What? She's leaving? Okay.
Well, this is very sudden, Iris.
she probably found out something or remembered something. She's like,
Well, we'll come with you then. She's like, no, oh no. There's no need. You and Room could take your time here. Bye for now then. Good luck.
You ready, girl? Come back.
Well,
Wait a minute, little girl.
Huh? Me?
I remember now. You've been here before, haven't you?
oh, Iris? Hey, you. Sorry, have you, Iris?
Hey, you.
Hey, you. What?
Yes, 2 years ago when that detective came.
Iris? What the world's
Sus.
going on?
You were with him, weren't you? You were a living specimen then, too.
That's the way it usually works, yes.
Don't worry about it, Inosuke.
Was I? I really don't remember. Anyway, sorry, I must dash.
Wait, Iris.
I brew up a pot for you when you get home.
Oh my god.
She sped
What's
off.
the matter with her? She's behaving really strangely after all of a sudden.
I wonder why.
Well, in that case, we won't keep you any longer either.
It's been quite a while since I had visitors. This was really fun.
Oh, I want the screenshot! I love her!
Another excellent Goyle. But next time you come, I prefer it if you're ready for dissection.
Just to get my screenshots. I can't make any promises, sorry. Oh,
That's
she
all
smiled,
Ryunosuke
I love
Naruto
it.
does, I'm kidding. Yeah,
It's
whatever.
strange that the records of Clint Van Zee... I did not press that. Autopsy had disappeared. But I think we've asked all we can to ask now.
Bye.
Dang.
Alright,
Okay,
what
well,
next?
you know where we have to go.
Sholmes, we got something that we got to talk. Or do we?
Actually, hold on. What did she say? Lord Van
Oh my God.
I'd say it out.
In some ways, this place seems to rather fit Lord Van Zeeks. Like, he does not belong in jail, Susato.
Oh, we have to
Oh,
go
the
here,
other
actually.
Fresno Street one. I completely forgot about this place.
Oh, yeah, I was just like, wait a minute.
Alright, everybody, alright. Room on Fresno Street.
Story. Hey, guys.
Alright.
Police are still busily investigating in here. Yeah.
Hey, what's that new thing on the floor? Hello?
Sheena's nowhere to be seen. Where is she?
Yes, it has been bashfully quiet, hasn't it? Perhaps she's out investigating on her own, practicing her boss taught her.
Well, I expect she'll be back here too soon. Shall we wait?
Wait, actually. There's something different about this room since the last time we were here, isn't it? Isn't there? Ah, don't say that!
He's right. That chimney. Wait, you didn't notice that ass, Becky?
Wait, hold on. The text is in the way. I'm not. Wait, chimney. Wait. I was looking at the chimney. I'm like, looks a
No,
little
I'm lying
clean.
about the chimney.
Are you lying? What?
I am
No,
lying
I
about the
knew
chimney.
the chimney
Hold
was
on.
here.
We could always use the time to investigate more thoroughly.
No, for real. What is different in here? Hold on.
There's something blatantly different in here that I'm surprised you didn't see because I even said it. I thought you
Really?
saw it.
I-
Yeah. Something's in here that wasn't here before.
Wait, the box? What's here?
You almost got McGilda gaslit, like...
Wait, when I was looking at the floor, I'm like, well, I was thinking, I was just like, was there, like, another item? It looks a little bigger, it looks a little clustered in here now. The little trunk wasn't here before, was it?
Oh, it appears to be made of metal. It must be very heavy. I wonder to whom it belongs.
It belongs to me.
There's some initials on the outside. Look, TG.
Ooh, Tokyo Ghoul.
Tobias Gregson.
Tobias Gregson.
Let's ask one of the policemen if they know how it came to be here. Uh-oh, you know who that is.
Oi! Oh my god, what you think you're doing? That's my trunk, that is. Hands off! You're lying. You're literally lying to me.
What?
Gina!
What are you hiding?
Where were you hiding?
Sorry, where? What were you hiding?
I don't know. You leave something unattended for a few seconds, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry's got its greedy eyes on it.
Just a wild guess, Gina, but...
What? Spit it out, Otto.
Is it fair to say that you've only owned this trunk since this morning's trial?
What? What are you trying to say?
Why is there there's a mark on the side of the trunk? Do you see that?
Oh yeah, a little, like a little cut.
Huh. There's
a
no,
dent even.
A dent, yeah. It looks like a cut though. I want to investigate further, but yeah.
When you get the chance.
It's turned on that side that it's on too, so you wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, so like, I wonder what's sus about this. I read that, by the way. Come on, this trunk goes with me everywhere. Always has. Where have you been this past year? You're lying. You're literally lying.
Trying not to incur your wrath, mainly. Blah, blah, blah. Now it's gone. She picked it
Thank
up.
God it's not in court evidence. Thank God. So we can't even look at it. So, Gregson, your boss is dead, huh? You should... Oh my god. You should hear them talking at the yard now. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're saying it was the boss who killed all them bludgers.
Ah, you mean the whole Reaper thing?
Yeah. Apparently the boss is investigating that stuff no one else in the yard knew nothing about. Stuff to do with some criminals that got off scot-free.
Yes, the ones persecuted by Lord Van Seeks who used bribery and corruption to evade conviction.
Well, then obviously it was that bloomin' Reaper giving the orders, wasn't it?
No.
No, it wasn't. Becky, you hit the... I think this is the most times you've hit that button.
It's because my controller, the trigger.
It's because...
But why would people be suspecting Inspector Gregson of being involved in the killings?
Vantix literally just told you, Renosuke, hello? There was a notebook in his office.
Oh no. This doesn't sound good.
The notebook said I'm a Reaper. I had all the details about the crimes that have been pegged as the Reaper's work.
What?
Yeah, hurry on.
No. Did you see it, Gina? Did you see the notebook?
I wouldn't flamin' let me. Because I'm just an apprentice, apparently. But it was me who found it, and he was my boss.
That's right.
I was pretty miffed about it, so... I sneaked a peek at what it said anyway. Illegal.
That's our Gina. Well...
What did the notebook say?
So...
He stole my dream journal!
Gregson's secret notebook anyway, did you?
Hey, I see it. It's my right to read what you wrote. And I mean, okay.
And what had he written, Gina?
Dates, times, places, names. And a long list of them. Like you think? You thinking?
Well, it would be dates, times, and places that they're at, huh?
All details about the bloodshed is supposed to have been done in by the Reaper. Was McGilda on the list? Because I'm gonna tell you that's not real.
But there could be an explanation for that. Perhaps there was a record of the Inspector's investigations and the Reaper's activities.
Exactly, that's what I said. That was the first thing you'd think, right? As it happens, it was full of names I recognized anyway.
Well, the Reaper's targets were almost exclusively known leaders of the London's criminal underworld.
Well, yeah, but there was one name right at the end that was a bit odd. Who was it?
The end of the list, you mean?
I'm pretty sure the date against it was 31st October.
Halloween?
Halloween.
Oh, the day before the Inspector was found dead. Huh.
Thank you, Susato.
This man died on Halloween.
He did. That is so sad. Well, I mean, his body was found on Halloween.
Right. So, what was the odd name?
It wasn't like anything I've ever seen before. It was something like, nah, it's no good. I can't remember it. I think it was an English name, I'll put it that way.
It was a Japanese name?
Gina?
Gina, what Japanese name?
It was too weird for her. There was something else too. I don't know if it matters, but the same name kept popping up over and over. Shin, it was. Don't suppose it mean anything, but...
Well then. We know them.
Yeah, as we know, the assassin.
Did you say Shin?
I did. Oh, does it mean something? She literally doesn't know. And they're just like,
Orphan Six knew the name too. He mentioned her as well. The woman who actually did the deeds. Now we find out her name appears in Gregson's secret notebook.
His little dream journal.
We haven't seen you for a while, have we, Gina?
Well, of course not. I've been busy, ain't I? Investigating and that. The lads at the yard are trying to trace the boss's movements the day before it happened.
The day before? That would be the undercover investigation. That would be the undercover investigation to the Red-Headed League, then.
Yes, you do what you think. Only the boss didn't go, did he? Found some cove what was pretending to be a ninja, Otto. It's me, the individual.
Yes, it was Mr. Mitchell who actually went to the park on Lime Street that day, posing as Gregson.
Well, anyway, you ain't the only one to hunt stuff up. I got my own ways to get results.
I was like, where's Toby?
Yes. When me and my partner are here together, there's nothing we could track down. Dat boy.
Instead of making Gina a rat, I kinda wanna make her a puppy.
Oh, a puppy?
Not a rat, I'm sorry, a mouse. I wanna make her like a puppy. Like a lab.
Oh, wab. That's cute.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got the little drooped ears under her hat. Be cute.
Yeah, I like that.
Like a stray
I
dog.
like
She'd literally be like a stray dog.
A mutt, if it were.
Yeah, basically. Her fur's like really tough on her tail and stuff, you know?
Oh, little Toby, he's such a faithful friend.
So, have you tracked anything down there?
What you think, eh? Of course we have. Can't tell you the police business, innit?
Ugh.
Anyway, the point is, if you lot ever need any help, you know who to turn to, right? Me and the L-Hound here.
Aww.
You...
Our L-Hound.
It's a little Hellhound.
Right, because he looks so hellish. Honestly.
Yo, Ryunosuke, don't bully this dog, alright? You never know what's
The
gonna happen.
Hellhound.
You're talking about Red Zeeks, right?
About your Hellhound there. She picks him back up.
Chief Inspector
Aww.
Toby, you mean? He's the pride of the force, he is. He did find Drebber's hideout.
Right! I would take a screenshot of the boy.
In Japanese, police dog means something quite different and not altogether nice to those involved in crime.
You
But
think?
here in Britain, it's a wonderful compliment, it seems. For a canine, at least.
It should be, after all, in the Great Exhibition case the other day, it literally
Jesus.
God, our days never stop. It was Toby's
They don't get a
to
rest.
locate Drebber's workshop.
Ooh, it's time for another demonstration of what this super dog can do, eh?
Do we have something the Chief Inspector can catch the scent of? Oh shoot. Oh, the wig!
Wig.
Wig! Wig!
Wig.
Why are we yelling this? Well, Chief Inspector Toby, if you wouldn't mind having a sniff of this.
Oh, he's sniffing. Oof.
You might be a little too keen, don't you think? Hold on, I wanna
He's
take a
excited.
screenshot here. Oh, Gina's eyes are closed in this screenshot.
Oh.
There we go. Oh no, hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold on. The thing was in the way. Hold on.
Oh man.
Having a trouble. I don't know when she blinks. Okay, I got it. That was the problem.
You have an achievement to get very soon, by the way.
Really? Wait, I think I accidentally read the achievement a bit. It was something about upon waking back up, and I was like, what do you mean waking back up? What the heck?
Oh yeah, talk to Gina,
Yeah, talk to Gina
Soft
after upon
spoiler.
waking up. I'm like, what? What do you mean after waking up? What happens to me?
yeah. Yunosuke sniffed something suspicious and he like fainted. Oh. He saw Kazuma's nudes. Kazuma's whole pics were just showing.
Whoa!
I was going crazy.
Chief Inspector made short work of Gina there.
Woof.
Hmm?
Bow wow.
Huh? Look what he's gone to.
Oh my, the trunk clearly has a very strong scent of Inspector Gregson.
In other words, it must have belonged to him.
What you hiding? Alright, it's a fair cop, I suppose.
And you nearly got away with it, too. Yeah, it said Tobias Gregson on it, the TG.
You always look so proudly of, Inspector,
Chief Inspector Toby's nose and what it can achieve.
Did it not cross your mind that he might identify something that was right next to you?
No. Yeah, that was a bit of a boomer, wasn't it?
A little.
Just a bit.
That's enough now, Gina.
Eh?
I think it's time you told us the truth about the truck. Why is he yelling?
Right? It's just... It went like that, it just went.
What are you talking about?
I know what's going on through that head of yours. That ain't what happened.
Alright then, what did happen?
Well, like I said before, we were trying to trace the boss's movements. So I let Toby have a whiff of the boss's overcoat. As soon as I done that, I went off like a shot. Straight to that sandwich.
To a sandwich? Not to a bag of chips?
Ryunosuke.
Mr. Narahodo, I believe Gina means the witness.
Hello, it's me, sandwich.
Oh, I forgot about that sandwich! Literally forgot about sandwich as well. Like, oh.
He's unremarkable, like, very forgettable.
3 out of... whatever.
His name's Beppo, actually, so...
It is Beppo. I don't know why we just, like, forgot this is a witness.
I guess he's that remarkable. Oh, that's what he's having confidence nudes.
This is like actual hero, I think that says.
Ooh.
I think he put that sign up after Cosmo was on screen, so I was just like, yeah. I agree.
Tell you, he's got him. He's got the assets. He's like, Kazuma Sogi's nudes for 20 pence. I know how it works. Yeah, he had it hidden between the wooden balls of his. The boss's trunk.
Beppo? You're a killer.
Beppo's what if Beppo was the killer?
Oh my god. Me when they heard the sound like a gunshot and all applied to the name. All piled in here?
Exactly. He nabbed it from the scene.
Goodness.
Me and the chief inspector gave that sandwich a good grilling, and you know what he said? Oh Jesus, I thought it might fetch a good price and the chap wouldn't be needing it anymore, so...
Oh my god, he's dead.
Yeah, literally, that's so disrespectful.
Just took off a dead body? Crazy.
Well, that's all I did. No,
I didn't press anything.
The cheek of it, eh? Still a dead boss is self to flog.
So Miss Venus wasn't the only one to meddle with the scene of the crime then. Everybody touched the freaking scene of the crime. It's crazy.
Right?
How could they?
I mean, they did.
So anyway, that's how it happened. It's a pretty decent chunk, so I figured I might as well make use of it. Girl. Is there something wrong with that, eh? Well, a little bit.
Maybe you and Mr. Sandwich should try to find the answer to that question together.
Okay.
I think perhaps the trunk should be turned over to the police, don't you?
It's technically in the police's hand. What are you on about? I am the police.
Yeah.
You see?
Gina, if you wouldn't mind, could we maybe examine it?
Yeah, alright then. Do what you want with it.
I want to know why there's a large cut on the side of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. We shall make a detailed record of our examination
Of the evidence. Blah, blah.
Guregu-san's trunk.
Gregu-song.
Guregu-san.
Uh-oh. Wait,
Hey boy, don't be glaring at me, huh? What you want?
what's happening?
Ryunosuke kicks him.
What's the matter with Toby? Why is he acting so aggressively towards me all of a sudden? What?
Mr. Narahodo, be careful. It must be the trunk.
Hey, 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 hey! Toby! Ah!
Ryunosuke literally screaming. Toby, oi, what are you doing? You're gonna lick his face off.
Mr. Narahodo! Mr. Narahodo! Gina, quickly! Hail a carriage!
What
Ryunosuke
happened?
got freaking attacked by a puppy.
What happened?
You just let that happen to him. It was the trunk, of course. Just let it happen to him.
Yeah, Gina held the trunk, and then Toby kind of did the same thing. Huh.
Didn't knock her out, though.
No.
Oh, Jesus. After, when you get the chance, you gotta go back to the Fresno room. Just so you remember.
Like, right after this?
Yeah, as soon as you get the
Okay,
chance to move.
alright.
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo, are you alright? Miss Susato.
Oh!
What's up, babe? Oh god, I gotta be loud.
You do.
Concerts again at last. A blessed relief, my dear fellow.
No.
Shones, he was at a concert last night, so he can't be too loud because he's like hoarse, you know? After all, to drop dead after moderate licking by a small terrier. Most unseemly.
Was it or is it seemingly isn't?
It's irrelevant here, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm so glad there's no lasting damage. How are you feeling?
Freaking concussion? This is how Cosmo felt.
Oh my god. Ryunosuke freaking bumped his neck.
Thank you. Did you bring me back here?
He goes back to the prosecutor's office.
He's like, head? A bandage? You busted your head! Oh my god.
Sadly, we had no ice, so that's a compress of sugar water.
Hello?
Oh, nice and sweet, huh?
Sugar
I gotta
water?
go talk to Kazuma.
Don't worry, Mr. Naruhodo. It's a first aid treatment that my father taught me.
Oh, thank you.
They're like joking with him. They're like literally lying down. So let us take tea while you're feeling up to it. But of course, no sugar in the patient's cup.
Ugh. The bump on my head is throbbing sweetly enough, don't worry.
Whenever you feel ready, then.
Oh, Sholmes?
Damn! Hold on, get out of the way, I gotta go.
You gotta expect the room!
Whoa, hold on. Go to the...
I know.
Our new story progression.
I know. I said I was
Getting
just
too
looking,
excited.
alright? We have to go back here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You gotta go back there and talk to Gina. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Gina should be in here.
Gina, what happened?
What are you doing over there?
Gina, I'm really sorry. Oh
my god. It's daft, you know. If you asked me a year ago, the cops could go anger for all I cared. I never saw his dialogue, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay.
We've got to have police, ain't we? To catch the bludgers. So us divers can go about our business in peace.
Wait, sorry? I don't think I have heard that properly.
He said he was going to teach me everything I needed to know to be a detective. But all he got around to show me where the best flaming fish and chip shops are.
Actually, that reminds me. Gregson said he was supposed to be going to Paris in the near future, didn't he? Is something wrong?
Oh, no. I'm sure I'm reading too much into things. It's just that the timing seems, very coincidental.
You know, the boss is acting a bit strange recently. Like he was always in a rush.
Interesting.
I see. Did you get it?
I did, yeah.
Okay, I couldn't see, so I was like, oh.
No, I got it.
Alright, now you can go and look at Shone's slim waist.
I got some stuff for you, Sholmes.
Don't go to the suite. Yeah, go to the consultation.
No, I know. He's back there. I was like, wait, no, it was up here. Mr. Sholmes. Whoa.
Smacks his thigh. What's it going, babe?
I will touch.
Uh-oh. Ryunosuke staring dead at his crotch like, thanks.
Thank you for your concern, Mr. Sholmes.
My dear fellow, think nothing of it. I must say I was quite startled. And I heard that you've been attacked by a dog.
Well, don't say
That does seem familiar, huh?
Yeah, in this current circumstance, you know, stuff has been brought up recently,
I get it, Shones, I get it. For a moment, I feared the infamous murder of so many had come back from the dead. Well, yeah,
You mean the professor?
Yeah, who else, Ryunosuke? Literally who else? Fortunately, I see your prized throat is unscathed. Oh my...
My prized throat? Well...
That stiff, turned-up collar of yours obviously afforded some welcome protection.
This man...
This throat is only for Kazuma Asogi, sorry, Charlotte. I mean, he could play with it too if he wants to.
Was I that close to death? All I really remember is the dog licking my face over and over and over again.
Well, if you wish to avoid such troubles in the future, a little mustard spread on the cheeks should do the trick.
Mustard?
Mustard.
Huh.
I should think that would balance the sweetness of your bandage rather splendidly.
Okay.
Like how Ryunosuke literally just ignored that. He's like, whatever.
What?
Smacks his thigh.
The Dream Dog's still winking at me, look. I wonder if he'll finally get his other eye filled in.
Yes, I wonder.
Well, you should know, Susato-san. I entrusted the task to you.
She still doesn't know.
The truth is, I have already decided when that will be.
Oh?
Okay.
What? Really? When?
That's
a secret.
my little secret.
Okay.
Susato's ahead of me. Okay. So why did I get freaking knocked out? What?
Just cause. I guess cause Toby smelled Gregson. He did the same to Gina. Speaking of smelling Gregson, look at that truck.
What is going on here? Have you seen this huge gash across the side of the trunk there? It's gone right through the leather and into the metal, behind.
Gosh, for a metal place like this to have been so badly damaged. Whatever made the gash must have struck the side of the trunk with considerable force.
I wonder how it happened. Yeah, what?
Yeah, can we open the trunk? No? Okay.
Wait, what's this? It's like a star piece thing. Let's have a look inside.
Ooh.
Oh, it's just up. Wait, what is this? Wait, what is that? Is this another, like, this is half of a blade, you have to find the other half of it? What is it? Hello?
That's Joan Gary Dib's knife.
That's what I'm saying. Do you see that? There's something stuck in the side of the trunk there. It's glinting. Looks like a fragment of metal of some sort. But it's wedged in so tight that I can't remove it. Well, don't cut yourself. You'd better leave it, I think. I read the wrong voices, but... Wait, what is that? I want to try to read the cursive before I take it out, but it might be illegible.
Girl, it's upside down.
No, hold on, I'm turning my head. Yeah, I don't know what this is. A little just like...
To whom it may concern.
Look, there's something inside.
Oh, let's see.
It appears to be a passport authorizing him to travel overseas. Was Inspector Gregson going to trip abroad then?
I mean, he's going to Paris.
Perhaps the day of the departure will tell us something that was... Oh!
What is it? What? It was for travel on the 31st October, just one day before the incident. He was not allowed to leave. What? Really?
Interesting.
What in the world? What?
Surprised though, Joan Gary Dib's knife didn't go into the court record.
Gregson went to France the day before his body was discovered? What? Whoa! There's blood!
Whoa.
What is this? Look at the dark stain here. Do you think...
Yes, I'm afraid so. I think it's blood. I know you were going to say that, so that presumably means that this was present at the scene when Inspector Gregson was killed.
Gina wanted to carry this around. It has freaking evidence all over it.
She probably didn't notice.
Get it on the side of it. It's the most logical conclusion, yes. To think Gina being carrying this around with her. If you don't know any better, I suppose it does look like a grease stain from all the fish and chips. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there anything else in here? No? Okay. Huh, there's just like a gash on the side here, huh? Okay. Well, that's very interesting. I was just like, this looks like a cut by a knife or something, and guess what?
Just in there. Little piece of metal.
He's going to France! Okay. Wait, was he going to France so soon? Was he gonna take Gina?
Yeah, I wonder about that.
Wait, oh, and one additional person to travel. Actually, he was. Huh.
They're all set up before he passed on.
Purpose of travel, police business. Huh. What the world? This whole trial is so... Oh my god, so convoluted. I don't know what's going on anymore. Like, my head. I don't know what to do, what to think. Sholmes is just standing here, just staring at him. Okay. Huh. What do?
What do? What do I do?
Okay, we're supposed to... Wait, maybe we need to go... Wait, can we ask? Hold on.
No, you can't ask because he's just gonna...
No, okay. Oops.
He's on the position to... Well...
Yeah. Can I go here?
Yeah.
I feel like here, yeah. We need to talk to Iris. She literally duped on us.
She just ran away.
She's like, I gotta go! And I was just like, grrr.
Hiding stuff. Everyone's hiding. Secret. Everyone's got secrets.
Eh?
Damn!
What? Hello? What on earth is going on in here? Am I having a bad dream? Why does he have the mask on?
Oh no, it's an old German folk song.
That's not what this is about. This is not what this is about, Sholmes. That's the least of my concerns. Iris?
Girl?
Iris, what's the matter? This music. Who is that I mean, what? That relaxed gentleman over there. Girl.
Iris.
Iris, is she even listening?
Excuse me, sir. I do apologize for troubling you whilst you're singing so merrily, but... Would you be kind enough to explain the situation?
Guys, did you see he's passed out?
What do you mean?
He looks passed out. Well, that worked.
A crooning gentleman and a mute young girl. Rather tantalizing juxtaposition.
What the heck's happening, dude?
And, oh god, one that appears to have incited the gods of deduction within me to find their voices too.
Mr. Sholmes, do you mean...
Oh, I do mean.
Oh, he's doing a... Here he comes.
The strains of reasoning within me are playing now as a delightful duet. Oh, one melody sings of a reunion full of nostalgia. Whilst the other is a morose theme about the great secret you've been told desperately to conceal, Iris.
What? She's turned as white as a sheet.
So as usual, you've instantly seen it to the very heart of the matter.
And by the time my own brief performance is over, I feel sure this gentleman's song will reach its finale. So then, to music?
Yeah?
So, sounds gay. To Music Land, where all the sweetness and delicacy and harmony.
Here we go.
Oh, he said, pray do enjoy Herlock Sholme's latest lodging and reasoning spectacular.
Well then.
While he's underdressed, that's all.
Ooh.
Yeah, they've
The
changed
game
it.
is afoot. Man's identity.
That's obviously Kazuma Sogi. Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he's a German with no grasp of the English language. As evidenced by the Germantic song he sings and his apparently inability to understand when asked to desist. So, why is the man here at all and in such an apparently high spirits? The answer, of course, Iris, is clearly known to you. Indeed, we need only follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel that particular part of this mystery. The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the herbal tea. Oh no, that's not right. Ah! My phone! Help!
Need some help.
Oh,
Need
jeez.
some milk.
You obviously offered our German guest a cup of your latest herbal blends.
We talked about this.
You didn't. The tea's delectable flavor has made the man's spirit soar. She laced it. It resulted in this joyful ditty tumbling incessantly from his lips. I eagerly await sampling the flavor myself that I may join the fellow in his state of elation. Shh, you're talking too much. Now to the next question. Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly on the settee? He's like curled up on the chair. As it happens, a number of years ago now, a certain gentleman of German origin engaged my services in solving a particularly delicate case. He required the retrieval of letters once sent to an acquaintance that might have proved problematic. Oh, he said a bad word. In order to conceal his noble identity, he also arrived in my office in a mask.
Ooh.
Okay. The gentleman's name was, well,
Wait. Isn't that the little boy?
little baby boy.
Yeah.
Not really that.
Wilhelm Goster.
Gottfried Sigismund von Ornstein. I don't know.
The one name, yeah. The king?
The King of Germany. Germany got a king? In this day and age? If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. Yes, there can be no question that mask belongs to the King of Germany. It would appear that His Majesty remembers the fine service I afforded him, and has decided to show his face again, mask and all, in order to express his gratitude. A well-mannered monarch indeed, wouldn't you agree, my dear fellow? Notice shaking his head so fast. So the identity of this man, Miss Mass Visitor, is in fact my former client, the King of Germany. That makes sense. Indeed, his son is currently in London as well, enjoying the wonders of the Great Exhibition. Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
He's absolutely
King
correct.
of Germany, yes. Girls, silence.
Goyle? Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, young Iris. But your apparent, inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Oh? Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack. Well, a £5 note, I believe. I must say, as your compatriot, I'm deeply saddened. It would appear that you've allowed yourself to be bribed into silence by His Royal Highness. His Angle.
Yeah.
Earning yourself some spending money in exchange for keeping quiet about the king's secret. And now, the final piece of the puzzle. What is the secret you strive to hide with your silence, Iris? Yes, we need only follow that brief involuntary twitch of your eyes to find the answer. You were attempting to abscond with that coffee cup. Is that so? My favorite coffee cup, in fact. Or should I say the handle of my favorite coffee cup? It appears that His High-Spirited Highness broke it in the midst of his high jinks. It leads us to the sad truth. My favorite coffee cup has been broken by the King of Germany, and Iris, you tried to conceal it from me. Well... I shall have a bill sent via governmental channels to the German royal family for its replacement.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, babe.
To hide the coffee cup, yes.
A likely story. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this painful puzzle. You get sad so easily. This is one a dog collar for me. What's that, Susato? Is there something wrong? What's up? With your silence as well, the fellow's jovial warbling rather rings in the ears, does it not?
Mr. Sholmes, I must say something does rather trouble me.
Pray, Mr. Sato, do tell. Just a few things.
His Royal Highness doesn't appear to have moved his muscle since we arrived.
Ah.
Yeah. Something flew in my eye. Hold on. And you haven't said a word either, Iris. Iris is being very tsundere.
She is not like or anything.
Mr. Sholmes has it all right. You might as well own up to it now.
No. Your reasoning isn't entirely without substance, I must admit.
And one other thing, Mr. Sholmes.
What's the problem? It's another grievance, Mr. Naruhodo? Surely not.
Well, I actually read the story of that case recently, the one you were just describing. And according to that, at least, it wasn't the king of Germany, it was the king of Bohemia. Yeah, different.
Goodness, was it?
He's like, wow, what?
Yes, that's quite right. Master Gotz, the prince, testified to that in court. In his words, I have come to the great exhibition all the way from my home in Bohemia.
Yeah.
I would ask you to keep that minor error to yourselves. It could easily become quite a scandal.
Oh my god.
Shones gets cancelled on Twitter.
I believe, Mr. Naruhodo, that it's our turn to make some corrections to a number of minor errors that may have slipped in.
Yes, even Mr. Sholmes is willing to admit that he might be slightly wide of the mark this time. Alright, it's
Just a
clear
little.
that Iris is definitely hiding something. We need to find out the truth behind this mysterious scene.
One truth is incontrovertible. My favorite coffee cup is no more. I'm sorry.
Get some super glue.
Shall we embark again? On a joint presentation of Herlock Sholmes' logic and reasoning spectacular? We sure can, babe. What do you know, skate that whole
Yeah.
Sean says a lot of bullshit before he gets to the point where, like, Iris is like, that's not right. Like, he said a lot.
Right. Guys, if he was singing, his mouth would be moving.
What do you mean? He's doing it telepathically. Duh. That's not true.
So what? It's some mix of verbs that give you the urge to sing?
Goodness, I should try to...
I should like to try some. And I'd like to hear you sing. But...
Okay.
This man... And I like to hear your singing, but this man... Just how long does he intend to keep up with the tune, do you suppose? He likes to hear Susato sing, yes, cute.
That's cute.
As I said, he's been stuck still the entire time. And if you look closely, his lips aren't moving either. Yeah. So I'm not sure that's actually possible for the spirit to sing. But I suppose the answer lies at the end of Iris's gaze.
What is Iris looking at? Oh my goodness. Hello?
Wait a minute. Oh my god.
What's going on down there, huh? It's obviously his crotch.
God. Well. It's obviously the freaking megaphone.
What was wrong?
Sorry. Gramophone.
Megaphone.
The reason for the man's mildly irritating rabbling is revealed by the gramophone. Irritating. They don't like German.
Oh my god. Oh, indeed, for no well-bred gentleman would break into an obscure folk song and make it a social call. Don't call him bred. In other words, this gentleman isn't singing at all. In fact, it would appear that this fellow is unconscious. Yeah?
Yes. Ah, the music seems to have stopped now.
Finally. Oh, back. I ask you, Mr. Naruhodo.
Seeing Naruhodo outside of like a freaking first person, it's like, wow, it's wild.
Alright, my guy's just standing there. Why would I have purchased a recording of that gibberish? Girl, I don't know.
Fucking bullying. Oh, here I go again.
I'm gonna keep a count when
How
you do that.
should I know?
Well, never mind. On with the deduction. Alright, there we go. Thanks. Man's name was William. Alright.
Alright. Although we've already established that this was actually the King of Bohemia, it seems Mr. Solms intends to persist that his German theory for some reason. Come to think of it, the young prince was wearing a mask as well, wasn't he? Master Gotts, the boy who you had in tears? Don't remind me. Or
She's like,
what else?
Do you suppose all members of the aristocracy of mainland Europe wear masks?
I'm sure they do. Yeah, probably. Anyway. The point is, that mask doesn't belong to any king.
No, that's right. As well as we know. Because we can identify the true owner of this mask.
Oh, I'm just gonna... yeah.
Which direction will you go, I wonder?
I don't know how close he was.
Just gotta figure it out.
Okay. Jesus.
Kazuma Asagi.
Ass.
Kazuma's ass.
Yes, there could be no question. The mask belongs to Kazuma Sogi.
In other words, my memory is sublimely unreliable. Bro, you're telling me. Like, I don't know anything, head empty.
Only you could try to make that sound positive. Kazuma's mask has been, languishing on this metal chest for several days. Though that doesn't explain why the gentleman is wearing it now.
But it is now a simple matter to determine the guest's true identity. Just take the mask off, man. After all, this gentleman is unconscious. He like chokes out his spit. We need only excuse ourselves in advance, gently lift the mask and peer beneath it. Could have done that from the start, but okay.
I mean,
That facial hair looks familiar. Yo, are you kidding me? That's usually
I don't
Mikotoba?
believe it.
I thought that was Genshin no Soi.
Father!
The way she just turned around.
Doing the detection thing, of course. That's cute as she added herself in those.
Yeah!
I'm afraid oh god.
No, I think not, Mr. Solms.
Well,
Then it would appear our logic and reasoning has once again revealed the truth.
freaking, why is your father laid out on the couch?
He's asleep. This mysterious visitor.
Oh! Susato!
Yeah.
Is my unconscious father, Yujin Mikotoba.
Miss Susato added herself in.
Logic and reasoning? Or just looking insane?
Ryunosuke, you didn't even know who it was either.
Yujin Mikotoba! So... dun, dun, dun.
Ryunosuke's about fed up.
I'm like dying. It's so funny. That's so dumb, man.
Next. I think that's all new. Not new. Jesus. Fake. Not fake.
Fake?
You already read it.
What's happening?
Vicky. The knapsack?
So this is a 5-pound notepad poking out from Iris's knapsack, is it?
Oh dear, I can't be sure. Most money that you encounter is coin form.
I know. I'm not even sure if we've seen any banknotes here in Great Britain at all, have we?
But anyway, Father would never have paid for Iris's silence.
That's what you think,
He certainly
Susato.
seems like the silent type himself, judging from his present state.
He's unconscious, Rinosuke, hello? He'd walk out to a dead person to say that too. I know he would.
Oh god. There must be some other reason for Iris's silence, I suppose. Perhaps Iris is trying so hard not to give away with her eyes is something entirely different.
Yeah.
Let's see. The fireplace.
Is she...
Are you good?
I don't... That's me moving it on purpose like that. Where is her eyes going, huh?
It shows as soon as she's looking at her knapsack, so,
Wait, I see something in there, actually. The metal chest. It
Oh.
contains important documents, doesn't it? My
doxing.
freaking purr when I was like... Yes, because of all the cases Mr. Sholmes has worked on over the years. Written up by Iris's father, if I'm remembering correctly. Iris insisted the chest is kept locked at all times. She's never once shown him inside.
Well, its contents are invaluable to her, I suppose, and entirely irreplaceable. But look at it now. Catch isn't locked for once.
Ah, so it is.
That's hard to ignore. Very. I've never seen the chest unlocked before, and all the time I've been staying here at Baker Street. Guys, do we want to go?
Let's open the chest! Like a...
Oh, the glass is broken down there too.
Damn!
Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside this metal chest.
Excellent observation, for upon close inspection there is something different about the chest's appearance. It's kept locked at all times, yet now the catch is open. Evidently this has something to do with your refusal to speak, Iris. But it's a simple enough matter to entice you to speak, I'm sure.
Whoa. I
Like,
really
oh.
need open this chest. Wait.
Oh damn,
Wait.
squatting, boy. Here we go.
So, should you open that so carelessly?
No! Honey, don't!
This man got blasted. There we go. Hey, fellas. He's dead.
He's dead.
Never! Oh, Harvey, I told you not to open it.
Well, looks like I'm gonna finish this.
Well,
So you found out your voice now, Iris. In other words, what just happened clearly reveals the truth there. Yes, the real reason you're silenced until now is... This is somewhat different to the usual...
It's somewhat different to the usual dance of the production. You perform with Mr. Sholmes, isn't it?
Well, he's left me alone on the ballroom floor. So I'm going to have to dance this next part solo. Oh?
Ryunosuke, you literally don't have to say that, but I get it.
Anyway, I need to get to the bottom of this for my own peace of mind. Now then, Iris isn't usually the silent type, so...
You mean you don't actually know the answer yet?
Despite that knowing part of the finger before?
He's improvising.
Sometimes a man needs to point his finger first and think later. Objection!
Objection! Hold on, let me think about this for a second.
Objection! What is it, counsel? I just wanted to say...
Give me a second. Oh, Susato, what am I supposed to do?
Well, if you say so...
I think we'd better examine Iris more closely and try to rescue the situation then.
Alright, Iris,
Yes,
what you got?
for her silence now. Oh. She has a key! Where'd you get the key?
What was
I
that?
couldn't see with the text box in my way. I'm like, what is that?
Right?
Yes, I think it was deliberate, honestly.
Probably.
Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is that key behind your back. Ah! What Mr. Sholmes had thrown into the air before.
You can see this again?
Ass?
Damn, boy, that's a flat ass. Nice.
Just before you called out to try to stop him, you slipped something out of your mouth. Out? Mouth? Oh, it's in her mouth!
Yeah, if you see, she kind of like put her hand in her mouth before yelling. It's very quick.
It was
the way she
very
did
quick,
Yeah.
because I blinked probably when that happened, because I didn't see her do that. The
Me
something
too.
is the key now in your hands. No doubt the key is the chest.
You're so clever, Runo.
So now it becomes clear. Thanks to Mr. Sholmes' graphic demonstration, you can well imagine what happened here.
But
Poor Eugen.
Professor Mikotoba only opened the metal chest only to get punched into the air. And
Fellas.
laid sprawled on the seat.
But wait, that doesn't explain all the facts. What about the stylish scarf and the cup of tea, and above all, why would he be wearing Kazuma-sama's mask?
I like how
Why do you
that's
say
this picture that he's in here is.
you just use his normal portrait? It's okay.
Well, with some curious details, I can think of only one explanation. Clearly, an unbelievable miracle took place in this room. Huh?
Damn,
Isn't
shows
that right,
is.
Iris? Consider how the room was arranged before the whole painful experience took place. When Professor Mikotoba opened the chest completely unaware of what... Why would you open it with all that stuff on it, you silly?
Don't worry about it. That's just how he is.
The mask was flung into the air just as he was, only to land neatly on his face when it fell back down. And the teacup's journey through the air ended when it caught on the unconscious professor's finger. Yeah, it just caught on his finger and the mask deliberately fell on it. Like, yeah, it just all laid into place. I don't think so.
You don't think so? Are you telling me this game's unrealistic?
Nah.
You mean to say the stylish scarf?
It's actually just a tablecloth.
The
This is the
doily.
great detective's office, after all. A place of miraculous deductions. Well. Oh!
Yes.
Oh, that's cute. Did you expect
Yeah.
anything less?
I wish.
Yes, you're right. It happened exactly as you said. Brilliant, Runo.
Got her.
Thus concludes Ryunosuke Naruhodo's great deduction of this punchy puzzle. Jesus.
Shut up. Damn, I'm
Ryunosuke!
sick and tired of your puns, Ryunosuke.
So then, why don't I take a fresh pot of tea for her
Well. Oh. Oh!
I'm up.
Oh!
An admirable performance, Mr. Naruhodo.
Hearing him say objection was different.
Different. But in the final act of the show, though, you rather missed something of importance.
Yes? Oh, different? Mr. Schultz?
If you will cast your mind back to my earlier deduction. Which one?
What was the papers in her back? Yeah.
Iris, you're clearly hiding a great secret.
Oh! She is, from the look on her face. Mr. Schultz must be right. Wherever the great secret is, the cat isn't out of the bag yet.
You can't hide things from Dad, alright? Yeah. So I put it to you again. You were attempting to abscond with that coffee cup. You're just wrong. You're wrong.
It really is a shame about Mr. Schultz's cup.
It must have been smashed from Professor Mikotoba's opening the chest.
Oh dear. So many things seem to have been broken here.
So now that the deduction has taken a different direction, Iris doesn't seem to be trying to hide the broken cup anymore.
In other words, our great secret is something else.
Let's put our observation skills to work here. One final time, then.
What are we looking at, huh?
Iris.
Let's see. Iris.
Got him laid. Oh, whoa! Wait! Hey! She's trying to be slick! That's like, you know when you're in school, you like scoop paper underneath another paper to pick it up.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm a bad kid.
You're so bad.
I was like, you slick! What is that? You were attempting to... Oh, the case file! Let's go with that case file. Hello?
Iris, as you know very well, nothing escapes the attention of a great detective.
Oh no!
Oh.
Are we thinking?
Oh, okay, we're here. We visited Scotland Yard's autopsy laboratory earlier today. Whoa, this is cool. And Dr. Corey informed us. The autopsy report of Clint Van Zieks had gone missing. Oh.
Clint Van Zieks? Yes, I do seem to recall. That some years ago I asked to see the reports in question. You were with me too, weren't you, Iris?
She was like, what, 8 years old?
Yeah.
Wow. You brought her here?
Probably wouldn't stay home alone.
You mean it was you, Iris? So those papers you have there are...
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
No! Forgive me!
I don't want to ever see her crying ever again! Don't do this to me! I am not like that! Oh my god.
Like it?
Yes. My eyes are watery.
Oh my god.
I didn't want to see her do that. Oh.
Well, Eugen, in truth, I would like to have thought I could predicted the booby-trapped chest.
Booby.
Amazing. A booby trap that actually captures boobies. But it caught me completely off guard. I was very nearly the late consulting Detective Herlock Sholmes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hurley.
So you mean this autopsy report really is...
Yes, I took it from the lab, even though I knew it was very important. Was there something in it that troubled you, Iris? Not exactly something that troubled me. Something I'd been looking for. When I saw this report, when I saw the writing in it, I knew it was Daddy's. Oh no!
She just wanted her daddy's writing.
The music that's playing right now.
Mm-hmm.
The writing? Your father's writing? What do you really mean?
Iris? Must have been something that's hard for her to talk about.
Is Yuji gonna get out? Forgive me for interrupting, my dear fellows. Oh, Jesus.
Mr. Sholmes, what is it? He's like, is he moving?
I feel as though the poor unconscious gentleman on the settee has been somewhat forgotten. I mean, yeah, this man's sprawled out.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Well,
Father!
I don't know Iris. I don't know anybody anymore. I don't know freaking Susato.
Perhaps we should find, I guess, somewhere more peaceful to rest. Everyone's lying to me. Literally, everybody's lying to me. Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes?
Would you be so kind as to lend him your bed? We must do our very best to make him comfortable, I feel.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll help you carry him.
So will I.
No. I can manage alone, thank you. We have tea to enjoy. What are you doing taking him by yourself? In a bedroom? By yourself upstairs?
Yeah.
Guys, you can't do that.
They're gonna tell more secrets, dang it.
Probably. So about Kasuma's death.
Because there's no better way to make the professor comfortable than dragging him upstairs with a trunk.
That's
I
nostalgic,
wonder,
right?
perhaps that was deliberate. Mr. Sholmes is making himself scarce to give Iris the chance to talk more freely. Very considerate of him.
Yeah.
We must use this opportunity to talk with Iris.
Oh boy.
And find out what's going on.
Oh.
Hey, Wiz. Your daddy.
Would you like to tell us about it, Iris? About your father?
I'm sure I told you before, didn't I? That Daddy used to be Hurley's partner. Yes, and the notes about all the cases they solved together are kept inside that metal chest. That's right, Hurley told me, you see. He said that Daddy's somewhere far away now, so we can't meet.
That's one way of describing it.
Then, when I secretly unlocked the chest and read through the papers inside, I started to build up a picture in my mind that Daddy must be like.
What Daddy must be? Well, that's only natural.
You're just like any other girl of your age. I read that Daddy was a professor of medical science, so I studied and took my degree too.
Well, that's only natural, I suppose.
In that respect, you're not quite like any other girl of your age, though. But there was one thing that I could never find out. Daddy's name. His name wasn't on any of the notes he'd made about his work with Hurley. But then one day...
That's what happened, is it? When you saw the autopsy report, you finally managed to work it out. Is that right?
Yes.
So it was the handwriting in the report that caught her eye.
They all
when I
talk
saw
to
the
her.
writing on that report, I could hardly believe it. I know that handwriting, I thought to myself.
Because it was the same as the writing you'd seen on your father's case notes?
Exactly. I was desperate to compare the two properly. I needed to see them side by side. I asked the doctor in the laboratory, but I was told I couldn't take the report away. And even worse, I was told that was the first and last time we were allowed to even look at it here.
So you decided to steal it?
When I compared the autopsy report with the case notes I had here, there was no doubt. The handwriting was exactly the same. It was Daddy's. and the signature of the coroner at the bottom of the autopsy report. Dr. John H. Wilson. So that's how I finally found out. I learned Daddy's name at last.
I see.
Ever since then, I've called myself Iris Wilson. And that's also why, when I had the brilliant idea of writing stories all about Daddy's exciting times with Hurley. I decided there and then that I'd write the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Oh, Iris! I had no idea the stories had quite such a deep personal significance for you.
I can see why the autopsy report was so important to her now. And why she was prepared to break the law to get her hands on it. Do you think Ryunosuke would break the law for Kazuma?
Oh, absolutely. I know what you're talking about. You didn't even ask.
I think I know who this is. I must apologize, Iris. I believe. I don't know. No,
it's Van Zeeks. This really is all my fault.
Are we, like, gonna get some answers ever?
What do you mean? Stop expecting things, Becky. Jeez.
I know! Not from these screws.
Heavy?
I made a promise, you see, and until the time was right. I'd keep the details about your father a secret.
I know, I've been very naughty. I'll take the autopsy report back to to Dr. Gory and apologize, I promise.
Hold on. I want it, actually. Yes, we'll go together, I think.
Wait, can I read it?
Yeah, can I look at it, please, real quick? No, come back.
Then, let me look after it for you until we get there.
Yeah, Susato, write that down. Susato, write everything down. She knows everything. Take a picture with your mind.
She opens her third eye.
Wait, I can look at it, actually. Hold on.
Let's autopsy.
I'll look at it in a second. Hold on, I'm sorry, Iris. Hold on.
Get out of the way, Iris. I gotta look at this real quick.
Oh. 33.
Can use.
Well, that's kind of funny, the 31st of May.
Yeah. Called a John H. Wilson.
9 p.m. and midnight. And?
Oh, in between.
Oh, between. But wait, yeah. I can't read. My eyes. Death was a stab wound through the heart! To the... Oh my god, he died instantly. Other... wounds. A duel? A duel? Interesting.
Wait a minute. That's not a dog at all.
That wasn't a dog! Wait a minute! What's happening? I'm rattling! They're lying! Everybody's lying to me!
Rattle the bars of your cage.
Death from a single stab wound to the heart. Other, superficial internal wounds. Wow, more wounds? Okay. Additional notes. Recent scarlet ink strands visible on the little and ring fingers of the right hand, but no document and corresponding ink was found. Okay. Eh? Oh, that is his signature. We've seen that before, too.
John H. Wilson.
Vital evidence recovered from the victim's stomach during autopsy. Credit to Inspector Gregson for petitioning to doggedly. Autopsy procedure, no internal trauma noted anywhere. He just died of a stab wound to the heart. Huh.
That's
Not
it.
even a dog bite to the neck. Why was that forged? Not forged. Why was that, what's the word? Falsified. Kind of thing. The plot thickens. That's all I'll say.
The plot thickened.
I must go and water my herbs, I think. I'll see you all later.
Oh.
I will.
Poor Iris. She must be feeling awful. I know Mr. Sholmes is here for her, but still.
Ah!
Did you see a bug? What's wrong?
She read the report like I just did.
What?
How? What's the meaning of this, Mr. Sholmes?
Mr.
Huh?
Sholmes? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear me. So, you've noticed, I see.
What? That would mean...
What on earth's the matter, Mr. Sato? You've turned as white as a sheet. Well, if you look at this.
It's this autopsy report, Mr. Naruhodo. The one from 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's the only one we have.
Writing.
Is it? Wait.
Da da da. Da 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 da.
Is it Dr. Wilson's at all?
Who is it? What? Susato knows everything.
Right?
Susato, what happened? What do you mean? How could you possibly know that? I thought I was a step with her. No, she's a step ahead of me.
Because I know this writing very well.
Who is this? Is it your father? Yep. The writing, it's my father's. What? Professor Mikoto Buzz? Wake him up. Wake his ass up.
Go up, slap him. Indeed, it's true.
Interesting.
And now you know.
What do I don't
fellows.
know. I just got more questions.
Bro, I don't know anything. You're just assuming things.
You're assuming. No, I don't know. It's not what I see.
He's just like me for real.
He's like me for real, dude. What on earth does all this mean, Mr. Sholmes? I'm literally like, my brain is melting. I'm fried. Because the idea that's slowly forming in my mind is just too extraordinary to believe. Please, you have to explain. And he's gonna be like, I have to go. Oh, okay.
I
Are we
have
gonna
to
talk?
go.
Your partner. Who is your
What's
partner?
up, baby? Damn.
Excuse me. This autopsy report was actually penned by Professor Mikoto then? That makes no sense. It's not possible. Surely.
Not possible, my dear fellow. Right, take a deep breath and think again.
Yes, you're right. In some ways. It actually makes a great deal of sense.
It does?
10 years ago, it was Father returned to Japan from his extended study tour in Britain.
And prior to his return, where was Dr. Mikoto engaged?
Ah, of course. He was an assistant in Dr. Wilson's laboratory, learning about forensic science.
And as an assistant, he would have aided with the dissection work, making detailed notes, which would be assembled into the full autopsy report. Once the work was complete, the head coroner would check the contents and put his signature on the document.
In other words, the only writing of Dr. Wilson's in the report would be his signature at the end.
I see. So Iris got the wrong end of the stick, you mean?
She did.
She
She
saw
keeps
that
losing.
and assumed the whole report had been written by Dr. John H. Wilson.
Which is very understandable, of course.
What a complicated situation. Yeah. Wow.
Updated.
Huh.
Your partner. Tell me about your boyfriend.
Thinking about it, most of what we know about Mr. Sholmes comes from the published stories of your exploits.
Yes, The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, written by Iris.
And we really have no way of knowing what fact and what's fact and what's fiction.
Most troubling for you, my dear fellow, I'm sure.
So what about this supposed partner of yours? Did he really exist or not?
Now you've come straight to the point, I see.
And please come straight to the answer.
Well, I believe Iris explained it in one of her installments. He was a trusted comrade and the only person I could truly have called a friend.
And did this partner of yours truly make a record of all your cases? Are his notes really stored inside that metal chest?
Absolutely, my dear madam. Absolutely.
So, where's your partner now?
Well, we rarely meet. You see, he lives on the other side of the world.
But if this autopsy report and the records of all your cases were penned by the same hand...
Jog your memory. Come on, it's coming, Renosuke.
And if the autopsy report was written, though not signed by your famous partner, that would only be logical. There would only be one logical conclusion.
Pray, impress me.
Your partner would have to be Yujin Mikotoba. In other words, Miss Susato's father.
Wait, he was bisexual this whole time? On my word, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes?
You are coming along wonderfully. You have hit upon the method at last. You finally grasp the art of deduction.
You mean to say... He just wants to hear, just say it. Say it out loud.
Yeah, literally say it. Allow me to introduce you.
It's just a
There he is. He's just standing there the whole time. To my great friend and partner, Mikotoba.
All this music.
Yeah?
Haha! Professor Mikotoba! Well, there you have it. Sholmes and Mikotoba.
Now you know. Now you know. You be seeing that front, or you'd be like, why are they drawn together?
Yeah, why are they drawn together all the time? Freaking his partner.
They're just partners.
Well.
Does this mean that you're the real Dr. Wilson?
I wouldn't say it like that.
No, my dear. I'm still my old self, Yujin Mikotoba, your father.
Oh, of course. This is obviously too much for Susato-san to take in.
Must say, though, how my old friend has attained world-renowned celebrity as a great mystery solver is the greatest mystery of all.
I still remember the first time we met. Pray remind me. What was it again, Mikotoba? Are we doing this right now in front of everybody?
16 years ago, Sholmes.
Yes, quite. 16 years ago.
I just arrived from Japan with Seishiro and Genshin. I was in search of lodgings close to the hospital. Some comfortable rooms at a reasonable price.
But rents are devilishly high in that particular area.
That's right, so I decided I needed someone to share lodgings at any expense.
And they were
I was
roommates.
fortunate enough to be introduced to Sholmes, who found himself in a similar situation.
Oh
Broke
my
ass!
god, they were roommates.
Broke ass!
Broke man calling another man broke.
Yup.
I was a callow fellow back then, a mere shadow of the great detective you see before you now. I think he was 18 when they first met. Oh. Little baby.
He was a baby.
He yoid. I was working at the hospital's chemical laboratory at this time, indulging my curiosities for little gain. This man in a dead-end job.
In the situation of our cohabitation led to us pursuing cases together, you see. Hard to believe. It was a mere 6 years. We had a great many adventures.
But the last year Mikotoba's stay in Britain, that most infamous of cases presented itself. The case with which you've become rather familiar with yourselves, the Professor killings.
After the trial, Shishiro and I were summoned back home. Hardly surprising given the circumstances. Well?
So there you have it. And as you know, all the details recorded by my trusty chronicler remain in that metal chest.
This is just amazing. Professor Mikotoba really is Mr. Sholmes' famous partner. Well.
How would they lie?
Father.
Goodness, my dear. What a cutting look.
As your daughter, I'm very proud to learn that you were the great detective's great partner. But nevertheless, there's another mystery I rather must ask you to explain now.
And that is?
You know very well what it is. The unsolved matter of Iris' father.
Ah, of course. I almost forgotten about that one. Tell me about what the freak happened there?
What's going on?
I should have seen this coming, I suppose.
About Iris' father.
Iris told us that all the notes about the great detective's adventures that are in that metal chest were written by her father. Isn't that correct, Mr. Sholmes?
That is indeed what I told young Iris.
But if you're Mr. Sholmes' partner, father, and you wrote all those case notes, then Iris' father must be you.
Girl, does she look like me?
Do I look like your...
Daddy?
I'm not cheating. That's not my daughter.
No. That ain't my baby. You don't even look like me. I own 6 condoms. I'll be damned if I had to take care of that child. On my word, Miss Susato. You are coming along wonderfully as well. You two have hit upon the method at last. You finally grasped the art of deduction. Help me, Sholmes!
Sholmes, help me! Help!
Help me!
What you've always told me, Father, is that my mother died when I was born 16 years ago, and you left me in grandmother's care whilst you embarked on your study tour of Britain. And I've always accepted that. But all this about Iris?
Oh, there it is. Susato-san's ice-cold stare. No, now hold on a minute. It was very complicated. I mean, it's really not what you think.
Then perhaps you'd like to explain exactly what it is.
Oh my gosh, she's getting a stance.
Now the thighs go from ice cold to red hot just be. No, really, you've got it wrong. End of the stick. Sholmes, say something, man. Sholmes like left the room.
Sholmes be like, I do not perceive.
Look, I gotta go.
That's quite enough, our fiery fellows. I gotta go pick up a package outside.
Mr. Sholmes, when did you get all dressed?
Well, I don't like to interrupt this exciting exploration of the past. Mikotoba and I have an urgent matter that requires a short excursion.
They are leaving again. I can't believe this.
Leaving together. We have to go kiss for 10 minutes outside.
But it's very late, Mr. Sholmes. Where must you go?
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, know your business. Why, my dear madam, is that not obvious? My partner and I must pursue our natural enemies. Right now? So, get your coat, me coatable. The game is afoot.
Hey!
You said it. Hey! Hey!
I didn't know he was gonna do this.
Yeah?
He said it.
You said it.
Wow. But Sholmes, I really must give Susato a full explanation, I think.
Later, my dear fellow, later. Our carriage awaits downstairs already. You're such a rush, babe.
You haven't changed one item, have you? I mean, really. I visited her home after 10 long years.
Hour?
And when I opened the chest in a fit of nostalgia, I quite inexplicably passed out. And as if that wasn't enough, when I eventually regained consciousness, I plunged straight into all this.
Father, please. Go with Mr. Sholmes now. I have no doubt that, whatever happens, you are acting in everyone's best interests. I trust you, completely.
Susato.
And send me the great detective and his great partner off on renewed adventures together. It's more than I could have hoped for in my wildest dreams.
Very well then. We'll speak again later.
So, I believe your own work is done for the day. I wish you the best of luck for tomorrow.
Yes, not a whole good luck in the battle and in reaching a decision.
Yeah?
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
I
don't want to go. I don't want to go home.
Whether to go back to Japan, I suppose. Forgot I had that decision on me.
Right?
Oh.
あまりにもいろいろなことが起こりすぎた。
There was so much that just what happened today, honestly.
Right?
Oh my god.
A lot of information.
し
Oh.
かし、後になって僕たちは知ることになる。その混乱の中にこそ、
Oh
全て
boy.
の真実を知るために必要な手がかりがあったのだと。そして僕自身が覚悟を決めるためにも、それは必要なことだったのかもしれない。
He said it. He said resolve.
It's resolved. I feel like I've reached the end then. This next chapter would probably be my last. The next part. Since
Yeah, there
he's
you
put
go,
it
end.
like that.
Yeah. And note to be continued. Freaking, you don't get to finish the trial.
Are you kidding me?
I like how nothing was solved, literally.
That's the end of the chapter?
That's the end of the chapter, girl.
There ain't no... I can't be...
That is the end of the chapter.
Oh my god.
The resolve of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
I'm already in emotions, dude.
Already? Oh no.
Yes! Already. God. Jeez. I'm not ready.
You not ready? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh! There it is. There it is.
He is.
I guess I would take my screenshot here. And then the end of the 24 hours what is that meme? The end of what?
Which one?
Oh, I guess I could stop the stream here and get ready up the next part then.
True.
Oh, that was only 4 parts. I really powered through, huh?
Uh-huh. All you had was that one trial, and then well, not one trial. It was two trial parts, and then the last investigations. It was just 4.
Oh, I can't believe it. Okay, well.
Now with everything you.
Oh. Okay.